Ooh, it spilled a little. Spill a little. Don't get on the chair. Get on the chair.
Because it's Kurs.
Kurs, yeah. Leftover from the 4th of July. I don't really drink it, so I got a bunch left. I finished it tonight.
You haven't touched beer? You've had beer sitting in one place without it being touched for about 10 days?
Yeah, since the 4th of July.
Fuck. I can't do that.
I'm not a big fan of Coors Light anyway, so... But it's what I got. It's what I got. Anyways, what is going on? Fuck you, DSG. Look at. Why don't you get on my level, DSG? Why don't you go get one of these, and then you'll be comfy, and you can be in your little house, and you can cry in your seat, and be good. You'll be comfy. What up, side chat? Who we got? We got Space Cowboy. What's going on? Salty Rider. What up? Matt West. Every time I say Matt West, I want to go. Matt West, y'all. Why? Because you follow me on all things. Chuckster, what up? Let me get you the link, bruh. Check your Actually, do I normally send it to your email? Let me try. Let me see email. I was trying to think of who I send it to normally. Let's see. Do I have your email?
Excuse me.
Nope. Okay, I'll send it to your YouTube channel. About wait, where's the message thing? It's gone. Put your email in the side chat, bro. I can't. Yeah, there is an echo. A little bit. Or I'll send it to you on Twitter. How about that? On Twitter. Check Twitter. Yeah, done. Dunsies. Anyways, man.
Still echo?
I don't know. I don't hear it. I don't hear it anymore.
Cool.
I do not hear it anymore. Anyways, how's your week been, man?
Eventful.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
Oh yeah, no cops or anything like that. Just shit that needs to be taken care of, you know. Fucking
Stuff and things?
yeah. I haven't even done everything that needs to be done as far as getting this house running as a household yet since I've moved in. But I'm like pretty much there. Like I've been doing it little by little. Like last thing I did is had to get a lawnmower finally. So
yeah, instead of a lawnmower, I just pay for people to come do my lawn.
Did you say you bought a beaver?
No, I just pay for someone to come do my lawn.
Oh,
You all balling now with the lawnmower, yeah.
that's what I heard.
Is SCMM still a thing? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. In August 24th. Yo, so I'm for sure doing TorCon DSG, so let me know what the deal is with the room situation. I'm trying to talk Kenny into doing it too.
What? Kenny's not going?
No, the TorCon.
Oh.
You're in IT, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You ever hear of TorCon?
I have not. What is that?
It's a security conference in San Diego.
Oh.
It's $120 for a weekend, but it's not your normal security. It's really good, man. And there's open bars at the end of the night at the parties.
When is this?
It is September.
I might do that now that
You should.
Do the open bars have back doors?
No, they're wristbands and stuff. So September 10th through the 16th. The conference is the 14th, I think. Let's see. Yeah, the conference portion, which is only $120, is the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Oh.
So it's pretty, and it's a lot of fun, man. They do all kinds of stuff. If you never lockpick, they have Lockpick Village. You can learn how to lockpick. They have this competition where they build a bomb thing, a fake bomb. You know,
Can't see ball on an airplane.
yeah, and you have to like disarm it, and they have like all these security features in it, and you have to disarm it without triggering it and exploding, and so it's like a competition. They usually have like a social engineering competition, and it's a lot of fun, man. Like
Cut the red wire.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I always enjoy it.
Oh, might have to check it out. How do you spell that? TOR?
TOORCON. Have you ever heard of DEF CON?
I've been to DEF CON.
Okay, so it's DEF CON, but way smaller. It's the exact same thing, just smaller.
Yeah,
you have to deal with all the bullshit.
Crowded.
Huh? DEF CON is crazy. I haven't gone the last 2 years. Before that, I think I went 6 years in a row.
Yeah. I always go to that place with like a completely clean PC with nothing on it.
Yep, you wipe it.
Like no personal info. Not saying nothing.
Tim Kreitz on the side chat. He'll be joining us shortly. Yeah, dude, I love going to those conventions. Normally, I get my work to pay for at least the tickets.
Well, now that we got bought out and we're part of a much larger nationwide company, I'll see if they'll front up the admission price. To
And even if they don't, the good thing about TorCon, it's only $120.
Yeah, that's not bad. And it's local, so...
Yeah, and if enough of us go, we'll just split a nice room so we can just crash down there.
Oh, yeah.
Near downtown.
Could be go-karts or something.
Oh, man, you'll be too tired. It's like, it goes from like 8 to about 4. And then afterwards, you usually go eat. And then by the time you're done eating, it's like, all right, what they do is they get sponsored and then they'll rent out an entire bar or something. And usually it's at McFadden's. They rent out the whole back end. And then you just go party all night. And then you get up really early and do it all over again.
Sweet. That does sound like it. Send myself an email now.
They have like tamper evidence stuff. Teach you how to like get past that stuff. And really fun. I always enjoy it.
Sounds much more eventful and beneficial than something like VidCon or anything like that.
It is much more eventful.
You have no girls with daddy issues dressed up like Street Fighter characters, but...
Oh, you're talking about Comic-Con.
Well, anything like that, yeah.
That's coming up.
They're all the same now.
That's coming up here soon, too. Isn't that like in a couple weeks?
Shit, I don't know.
It's crazy busy.
SCMM is the closest thing to a YouTube convention that I've ever went to.
VidCon was, what, a week or two ago?
VidCon, yeah. Yo, Tim, just FYI, you're muted. I was messing around with some settings, and there's a new setting that says, like, if you get over 3 people, when people join, they'll be automatically muted, so that... I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool feature. So people don't jump in here all...
Burping and shit.
Not burping, but, like, super loud, fucking... Not prepared.
No, I was actually messing with my audio settings. I bypassed the mixing console, and I'm going directly into the interface. So, can you guys hear me in both speakers?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I did it right then. And I'm not echoing?
Negative.
Definitely not.
Good. If I start to echo, just let me know. I'm going to turn the studio volume up just a little bit, so just let me know if it gets nutty.
How's your guys' week gone?
Shitty. Been so busy at work. Oh my god.
A lot of migrations.
Well, that and this new company taking over, and tons of freaking meetings, and a whole lot of, no, you're not going to lose your job, not at all. Heard that before.
Yeah.
Still didn't lose my job, but a lot of other people lost their job.
They've already fired people?
Oh yeah, the day of. They were like, I think they fired a lot of like duplicate positions. It was like the social media manager and one of the marketing people. You know, it's all those little kind of silly positions that are like the day of. They're like, yeah, we got our own people. You know? Yeah,
we're bringing our own in. Yeah.
But fuck, they got paid 3 months severance. I was like, Jesus, you could pay me 3 months severance. I'd have a job by Monday. I'd go buy a new bike.
I I mean, right now it's kind of hard finding. I haven't been looking for a job, but I'd imagine it's not the best job market out there right now.
I don't know, man. IT, you can always find a job.
You can. What I've seen recent years is it's hard finding qualified candidates.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like you can hire a fucking college grad, they don't know shit.
yeah. Like 90% of the people in IT, for those of you who aren't in the industry, 90% of your IT people are fucking morons.
Yeah,
With no social skills.
with no social skills. That's
And
right.
egos.
Yeah, I've seen college grads come in and they think they know everything, but they don't understand that college is different than the real world. So,
And the best thing you can do is let them fuck up.
yeah, and even when you go take certs and stuff, a lot of the certs are based off books, not real world type scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, like even like simple stuff, like you would think, building a server isn't that hard. But sometimes you build a server and it's just a bad build. It's just a bad install. It just doesn't work right. You wipe it out and you redo it, and everything works right.
Are you guys using hardware servers, or you guys do like vSphere and doing all that shit?
Oh no, well, I mean, we got to assemble them when they come in and rack them up. But
Oh yeah,
I don't do
over the past like 5 years, our data center went from like this giant fucking massive server room to like there's 3 racks now, and everything's running.
so ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy.
My very first job was at Farm Bureau, and we used to have one room in this big ass building. It was literally the size of a basketball court with servers all around the edge, and I think we had 7 rows of servers down the middle. And then a buddy of mine that still works there sent me a picture of the server room, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and it was down to like a rack and a half.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
It was a big ass room. There's like a rack and like a little half rack, and everything else.
What's shitty is I still run in like I don't know if you know what ArcSight is, but I have to install it and configure it for a company. So I requested the servers and I asked for Linux server, Red Hat with fucking 32 core, and they're like, here's 8, and I'm like, 8's not gonna work, buddy. 8, that's not gonna do shit. And so they're like, well, the most we can do is 28, but you're gonna have. I'm like, I'm going back and forth, like, motherfucker. You don't understand. It's very CPU intensive. I need the fucking giant CPU.
Yep.
I'm battling with these guys.
Yeah, luckily we don't deal with anything that hardcore. We're mostly small and medium-sized business, so I don't have to deal with large data centers anymore. But
a lot of shit is moving to the cloud.
Yeah, that's the big thing. But man, the cloud is so nice. It takes 30 seconds to spin up a new server, do your thing.
Well, you're moving a lot of the responsibility off-site.
Yeah.
A lot of the risk, they're in charge of all the HIPAA stuff and all the fucking any regulatory things that need to happen falls on them instead of you.
Yep, and then I don't have to worry about disaster recovery and backups, and I tell them, I'm like, look, you get an earthquake, this building falls down, you're down for a couple of days.
I've X1. What I've heard from upper management in terms of showing up with degrees is a degree. All it does is it shows that you had the
intestinal fortitude.
Exactly, to make it through 4 years of school to come out with a piece of paper.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. And then when you get out, you get into an actual company, you learn what they want you to learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, X. I have 3 degrees. I have 3 bachelor's degrees and an associate's degree. There are dudes with 0 degrees and no college at all that get paid more than I do.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a big boost. I have 2 and an associate. Bachelor's and associates. I wanted to go for a master's, but it's too fucking much. I don't want to do another 2 years.
Well, I was like, dude, when I graduated with my first degree, I was like looking through the thing, and I'm like, I could go back to school for a year. So that's another year of partying and student loans. and
Or deferring your student loans.
another degree. So I did that for like another 2.5 years. It's just, and I came out with like 3 degrees, and they're all stupid degrees, and I got to pay like $600 a month.
I just paid off my. That was part of the whole house thing. Is I just paid off my student loan.
Nice.
Um,
Mine are close. I think I got 2 years left.
I was doing $1,000 a month.
Yeah, dude, those student loans are killer, man.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
don't-
I'll tell you guys right now, the only reason I have my degree is because I got it all on scholarship. I would not have spent a fucking penny on college.
Yeah, I wish I would.
I came out pretty good because, like, when I didn't go right away because I was like, fuck college, I don't need college, blah blah blah, you know. And then I was just working at like a pizza place, and then I went to Fry's Electronics, and then I realized, man, this is my life unless I do something. So I started, but I already had kids, I was married, so I was the only one working, and so all the grants, all of that, like I got.
Yeah, you were able to get lots of good stuff. Pell
Yeah.
grants, probably. That
Pell
sort of thing.
grants, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
FAFSA. I went for everything, so I got a pretty big, like, you know how schools always send you like stupid shit in the mail or whatever. So I used to take my mail and I would just throw it in the drawer and I would never open it. And then my wife one day was like, "Do you need all this?" And I'm like, "No, you just toss it." She's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." So then she started looking through them. There was like 25 checks that I didn't know they were sending me money, I guess, for books. And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I called the school. They're like, "Yeah, that's your like living and books." And I was like, "Whoop, deposit." No one told me they were sending me money for that shit. So I was just throwing all these fucking things into. I don't know how long, man.
That's hilarious.
Good thing you didn't actually get rid of all of it.
I would have if my wife didn't go through them. I would have just thrown them away. I would have never known.
It's like finding the long lost 401k when you're like 90 and it's just too far late. Okay.
1K a month was definitely like child support. That shit hurt.
Dude, even $500-600 a month hurts bad.
But that was like one of the reasons why I moved out of my apartment is when we like a year or so ago was I was like, there's no way I'm gonna afford a house if I keep having to pay rent. It's almost $2,000 a month, and then pay my student loan, pay the bike, and all this other shit. So that was one of the main factors of me for us doing what we did this last year, fucking almost year and a half, was just put money down on everything. So
Yeah.
paid off. I was down in it for a while, man. I was hurting. I was like, this
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
But the sad thing is, not a single one of my degrees is in IT.
Really?
Not a goddamn one of them.
Mine are in computer science, so I got 2 bachelors in computer science.
Yeah, no, mine don't have anything to do with computers at all. One's in philosophy, and one's in math, and one's in,
Don't matter, man.
yeah.
I'm certified in life casting.
I really want to go for certs, but I'm so lazy, man.
I don't even get cert. I read like if you're gonna. I tried to go for Office 365 certification, dude, but they changed that shit.
Well, I'm talking more like the CISP and like the bigger name, the SAN certs and stuff like that.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
those, yeah. But they're fucking beasts, man. Those tests are
When I
meant to
got
break you.
when I got my VMware cert, I got it. VMware said nothing about that they were gonna get rid of that certification in like a year. So I got it, and then in a year it was no good. I was like, screw that! I'm not going back to get another VMware cert. I'm like, I will provide you examples of shit that I've built, and you can hire me based off that.
Yeah. I mean, now I think, I don't know. I feel like I've fallen into this, I don't want to say rut, but I've fallen into this like niche of insecurity. So, I don't know.
It's hard to be a generalist in IT anymore, dude. It's gotten so complicated.
Well, remember when the A+ cert used to be like one cert and it covered everything, and now you have like help desk A+, fucking desktop A+, and some other fucking. I'm like, and people try to go for. I'm like, don't go for no A+. That's
that's it.
bullshit.
Those A+, N+ certs, and just like don't even bother with that mess.
Kenny's about to fucking get his master's degree. He's got 2 more courses.
In what?
I think in aeronautics or something like that. I don't know.
Aeronautics.
Aeronautics something. I don't know when he comes in, but he's doing it right, man. He didn't get out of the military with a master's degree and fucking.
Dude, that sounds like when a kid at a bar or like with a fake ID. What
Aeronautics.
are you for a living?
Yeah.
I got aeronautics. I got a wife. Come on, I'm 40.
A lot of it comes, and then the problem with it is that jobs are like, I feel bad for like newer graduates because, it's like, oh, you need to have a degree, you need to have 5 years experience, and blah 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 blah, and this is the entry level position.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. You don't ever get your dream job right out of college, and one thing I figured out, I mean, I don't, I have a degree and a technical certification, and what I'm doing right now, technically, I'm not in either of those degree fields in what I'm doing, but it's been over 20 years since college for me, so you'll find that one thing leads to another. Very few people work directly within their field of study.
Exactly. I know so many people who have business degrees and they're in IT.
Yeah.
So I was working when I got my degrees. I was working as like a help desk, and then I moved into desktop support, and like I was like, man, it's so hard to get your foot in the door with like security because it's like they don't hire you into security unless you know or have experience because of the shit that you're working on. Like it's security is such a big thing now that they want to make sure they have someone that knows what the hell they're doing, right? So it's so hard to get in. And the only reason that I got into security is because I used to go to all these conferences. I was going to DEF CON every year. I was going to TorCon, and I was taking all, and so they noticed that I was going to these, and then a spot opened. They're like, hey, you might be interested in this. And yeah, that's how I got in. And then like I started working with endpoint protection, like the antivirus software, encryption software, and then they're like, oh, we need someone to take over our web vulnerability stuff. And then I was helping with that, and now I fucking. That's what I mean. I get in the niche. Like I fell into this niche. That's all I do now is like web vulnerability stuff. And
I feel you, man.
It's getting tiring, but that's why I'm like happy they started messing around with ArcSight, trying to get into threat modeling and kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, most of my stuff now is Active Directory, Office 365.
We just switched to 365.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 90% of my work.
When I was working for the military, man, I knew Active Directory like the back of my hand. It was weird. That's what we worked on all the time. Like that job is what got me really into IT because we handled everything.
Yeah.
We were in charge of Citrix. We were in charge of the Bez servers, Exchange servers, Active Directory, and this was like a help desk position in the military. And it was crazy. They give you that much power.
Oh yeah, dude. Active Directory is where it's at in the business. That's where all the power is.
And databases. If you know SQL and you know how to deal with all that stuff.
Yeah, database admins still get paid.
Yep.
It's crazy. I mean, but the advantages to having an IT job. I basically work 9 to 5. I get to pick and choose my projects.
Yep.
I'm the top guy on the totem pole. I was the top guy on the totem pole at my work. You're not going to find that in a whole lot of industries where you get that kind of freedom.
Yeah, beyond like the work that I do, it's like I get to work from home on Mondays, and then I don't have a set schedule, so I show up anytime in the morning. I leave when I want.
Oh yeah.
My lunches are like, 'cause I work in manufacturing, so a lot of the people on the manufacturing floor, they have that set schedule. Like, here's what time you need to be here. Here's what time your lunch is. You have a 30-minute lunch. Here's what time you're off. Blah blah blah. And I don't have to do with none of that shit. I come in when I want. I take my lunches when I want. Fucking go out, leave, come back.
That's what I tell all these kids that work on our service desk. They're like, man, this job is so hard. I'm like, bitch, you could be out laying asphalt right now. I'm like, really? You want to talk about a hard-ass job? Try being on a roof laying shingles in the hot-ass sun all day long.
Service desk
on
jobs.
oil, Derek.
Yep. Service desk jobs have a high turnover rate.
They do.
It's people come in and they feel like it's below them. And they don't understand that that's where you start, man, in IT. Everyone starts as a help desk.
Yep, it doesn't matter.
Unless you know somebody. Like, I've gotten friends in jobs, but it's only because they knew me that they got to skip that step.
It doesn't matter. Dude, when I've talked them into hiring friends of mine, I tell people straight up, I'm like, dude, you're going to be starting at service desk. I'm like, you're not going to get any special treatment because I know you.
Yeah. I was able to get people in without having to do that.
Well, I like them to have that found, because one thing I hate is like IT guys that refuse to deal with people. I'm like, no, dude, you gotta talk to the end user. I'm like, there's none of the, I get that you got into this industry because you thought that you weren't gonna have to ever talk to anybody, but yeah, you were lied to or you thought wrong. You gotta talk to end users at some point. You gotta have those customer service skills. Otherwise, you're just another dick IT guy down in a basement somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, how's everybody else's job?
Good, I guess.
I'm certified in life casting.
There you go. Career advice here on the other guys.
I know.
I can't complain, man. I'm a marketing dweeb with a job. That's more than a lot of marketing people can say. So
this is very true.
Of course, I have a skill set that's wide enough that I can do other things besides just the marketing and the web and the social media parts of it. So that's a little added job security.
Yeah.
I keep asking myself, dude, really, why are you not in the oil field right now? I mean, I could be pulling down $200,000 a year right now if I was something like a mud logger or a, something like that. I mean, hell, actually, truck drivers out here are making in excess of $150,000 a year.
Truck driving is huge right now.
Yeah.
Truck driving is always going to be huge, though. There's always going to be freight that's got to get somewhere.
Yeah. Salty Rider just applied to be the manager of Blockbuster. I read an article. I think I saw an article today that said there's only one left.
Yeah, it's in Alaska, I think, or something like that. Some dude bought the name.
Talk about a fuck up, man. They fucked up.
They could have ruled the world, but they screwed up, man.
When Netflix tried to link up with them, and they were like, haha, they just laughed at them.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, whatever. VHS forever, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Bye-bye. And all of a sudden, Hollywood Video
rewind.
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, man.
That's crazy. There's a whole industry that disappeared.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yep.
In fact, one of the big things I was reading an article not too long ago, trade article talking about how video production houses are essentially, they're not slowly but very quickly becoming a thing of the past.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with big recording studios. Big recording studios are becoming a thing of the past. Recording studios are for major artists and are about the experience, because now you can record a hit album on a laptop if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
So technology has definitely been a double-edged sword in that regard.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm so glad I'm in the field that I'm in, because it's one of those fields that's just always going to be there. There's always going to be IT workers needs. Security has even just been, over the past 10 years, security has just fucking skyrocketed. It went from the guy in the fucking hidden room that no one wanted to give any money because companies looked at security as a waste of money, as it just they didn't look at it as a business enabling department. And then now, after all the big fucking hits and all the huge hacks that have happened, they're really looking at it like, okay, we can't fuck around anymore.
Exactly.
One incident, like look at Target, man. Target got hit hard.
Yep.
Home Depot, fucking all these companies, man, they got hit
Oh, yeah.
hard. Now they're like, oh, yep, we need people.
I tease like any other industry though. You gotta make the changes when the changes come along. I knew a guy who
What up, Johnny?
specialized in exchange servers, which is, for those of you that don't know, it's the back end email system for a large business. He just stuck with Exchange for his whole thing, thought it was never going away, and then once Office 365 came out, that's all he knows how to do, and now he can't find a job.
You want to hear something funny? Last month, we just moved off of Lotus Notes.
Oh my God.
You still using Blackberries too?
No shit, right? This was terrible too. That's okay.
Yep.
I can beat you. I had a client a year and a half ago that got bought out by a European company, and they left Exchange to go to Lotus Notes.
Wow.
Oh, poor guys.
Yeah, that's what I was like, man, this thing is terrible.
But we're a Fortune 500 company that was on Lotus Notes.
Gosh.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And man, so yeah, we just moved to Outlook, and
That's terrible, man. I don't know how anybody runs a business without Outlook. Like, that's like my life is in Outlook. It's crazy.
yeah.
But
Eh,
better than having to work outside.
yeah, I know. I go to work and sometimes I have to put on a jacket because it's so cold inside. And the AC.
Yeah. I wear in my office. I wear an undershirt. It was 99 degrees today, and I had an undershirt on under my shirt in the office.
Yep. My wife always making fun of me because, like, yeah, you're right. It's like 90 degrees. And then, like, we're talking on, like, FaceTime or something, and she's like, I got a jacket on.
There are times when I'll be in like a server room, like racking some new servers or something, and you break a sweat in there and it's cold, so then you get sick. Like
Yep.
you get the flu or something, and then you walk outside and it's like the middle of summer and 100 degrees outside. Like,
Yeah.
dude, terrible.
Where's Red One, man?
Probably working.
Yeah. I keep forgetting it's only 8 o'clock in California. It's not 10 o'clock. So
Yeah, it's a little early here.
it's pull those like when you're selling, man. You sometimes when you're selling, you're either doing nothing and making money, or you're working constantly and making money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a lot going on right now. It's got a lot of hustling going on.
Yeah, just trying to get back to that DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, still doing DJ work. Yeah.
Dude's got hustle, man. Can't do that.
Oh yeah. And SCMM right around the corner.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, I took that Thursday, that Friday off, then the following Monday and Tuesday off, and then Fish is gonna come over to the house on the following Friday and Saturday and spend the night here. So we'll probably do something on the following weekend. So I'm calling that following Friday. So I'll actually only work 3 days the next week, and then Monday is Labor Day. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So I'll make another 40 weekend. So I might have something happening here, some sort of barbecue,
Nice.
the weekend after SCMM.
I'm taking that Wednesday through Thursday. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
What day are you coming in?
We will be there probably mid-afternoon on Thursday, so that way we can be there for the pre-party. Be there for the pre-party, and the party.
There you go.
Yeah,
Way to do it.
yeah. I put almost $1,000 away just for SCMM, so we don't have to. I mean, I have a family, so it seems a little overboard for me, but Sounds like a lot more money for someone already from in California, but want to be able to not. I want to be able to just fucking steak dinners every night and
Totally enjoy the experience. Yeah.
Yep.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
We're gonna take some time.
Copywriter said some of that people don't have fish in your pool.
fish in my pool.
I'm gonna take the wife and show her. You know, I mean, we're gonna go to all the places I like whenever I'm in Palm Springs. You know, we're gonna. She's never been to Piney Cove or Idlewild. She's never been to Lake Arrowhead or Big Bear or any of that stuff.
Oh, definitely. What days are you planning on going up to like Lake Arrowhead and doing that stuff?
I'm not sure. We'll probably do maybe 1 or 2 days on a bike.
All right.
And then the rest of it we'll do probably in the car. But yeah.
I know at the Chaparral there's gonna be a bit of a change. This is be more event orientated there.
Yeah.
So that'll be different.
Well, we're probably going to skip Chaparral. It seems like I don't see anybody at Chaparral that isn't at the party at least one of the 3 nights. You know what I mean?
Very true.
So I think probably what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit bigger advantage of that Saturday, and we're just going to go do whatever, and then we'll see you guys Saturday evening. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I have a 10,000 subscriber channel. I don't get that much out of the Chaparral part of it. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming to Chaparral oh man, we got to meet Tim Kreitz Adventures. Who the fuck is that bald idiot? Nobody knows who I am. You know?
I definitely want to get some time to go ride with you guys.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do that the past few years.
Yeah,
so
we will definitely arrange that.
I'm not in Palm Springs though.
Yeah, no.
Arrowhead, I'd be down to do Arrowhead, Big
Arrowhead
Bear.
would be great. We could just ride into Redlands and then go up the west side of the mountain and then come down the east side back into Redlands or just east of Redlands and then go back to Palm Springs or whatever. I love that ride. That's always a great ride.
I took Kenny and DSG up to Lake Arrowhead for the first time a couple weeks ago.
So beautiful.
They'd never been up there, so we went up there and they were like, "What the fuck? This is crazy." I was like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah.
It's very similar to going up to Washington State with all the trees and
Yeah. And Idlewild is like that too. There's
I've never been up Idlewild.
It's actually very similar to a place that's just about 4 hours from here in New Mexico, across the border. It's a place called Ruidoso, New Mexico, and Ruidoso and Cloudcroft. It's like if you know where White Sands missile range is,
Yeah.
and Trinity Site and all that. Well, that's down in this huge white sand desert, and it's brutally hot, kind of Death Valley style. Maybe not quite Death Valley style heat, but it's sort of in that same vein. And you think, oh man, this is the most desolate place on the earth. And then right up in the mountains, just 25 miles away, is paradise. It's just pine trees and lakes and forests and black bears, and it's pretty amazing. It's kind of the same way with Palm Springs and Idlewild. It's like you leave Palm Springs, you can either go into Banning and go up the mountain from the north, or you can go up the John Wayne Highway through Cathedral City and Palm Desert and go the other way. But it turns into the same thing. You go from absolute brutal desert to basically a forest paradise climbing up that mountain.
Yeah, Miss Peaches, that's pretty much what Ehart did when she came. She did a lot of sightseeing for SCMM.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sights to see.
There are. I think Midwest is going to make it down. She'll be here. A lot of people aren't going to make it, though. You got Chatry won't be here. Ian's not going to be here.
No Neil, no Josh, no Lee, no Billy this time. So it'll just be the hardcore people this year. Well, no, Neil's hardcore. He
just has that ride going on. That's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Murder the Mittens ride already scheduled.
Yeah.
I think he thought it was going to be earlier in August.
Yeah, I did too. Actually, it just worked. It just happened to work out for me that I was able to arrange my vacation. We're kind of a smaller company, and so it's not as much freedom as I'm used to. So I was able to pull it off. So
X1's gonna be there. Nice.
Yeah. X is everywhere though. That dude shows up to all the good events.
Salty,
It'll be fun, man.
Salty's exactly right. Idlewild is really small town up there. Like you ride and you climb and you ride and you climb and it gets prettier and prettier and you go, oh, cool, man. Finally, we're getting into the town, and then you blink and the town is behind you and you're going back down the mountain. It's cool though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I'm all fired up.
Yeah, right now my plan is I gotta pay off a couple more things. Buy a little shitty car, and then try to get the Z900. I need another bike. Mine's she's aging. She's running really good right now, but you know, last year was a big. Last year was hurting with her. I put a lot of money into her, man.
Lots of good deals to be had on Z900s, at least around here. I found 2 good deals on Z900s. I got one deal was $8,600 out the door. I should have jumped on that, but brand spanking new, man.
That's the non-ABS model, I'm assuming, because I think
non-ABS, correct.
Yeah, the ABS model is 889 or 8,899 or something like that. What I really like about the Z900 is it has I think like 100 more cc's than the SZ09. I hear the gearing is geared more towards commuting, and there's no other than ABS. It's just like the Triumph. There's not all this electronics on bike. It's just you get ABS and that's it. Everything else it's on you.
That is one of the things I like about both my Triumph and my FZ07 is that, man, they are just simple. You know,
That's
simple motorcycles.
Yeah, it's I like about the Triumph. There's no traction control. There's no modes, rider modes. That's one of the only reasons I haven't let my wife try to learn how to ride on that. Because I was teaching her on the 650, and then I was gonna. I don't know. I'm still not sure if I want to teach her on that because, it's not as forgiving.
Unless somebody doesn't have a 300 for sale come December.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, after that whole incident that I posted after Born Free, it's definitely time for a new bike.
What happened with
the truck? Remember I posted that little clip of the truck on the freeway that almost ran Warbeard off the road? Yeah.
Oh, and you couldn't get away.
Yeah, I could not get away from that at all. Like I had that little 310 doing like 95. And
it tops out at like 110,
like 103. Yeah, because I didn't post the part where I actually started coming over and splitting through traffic just to get away from it.
Yeah, well, I just got a speeding ticket, so.
Is it what you guys call a fix-it ticket there?
No.
Oopsies.
It was a 78 and a 55.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. So I haven't had a speeding ticket in a while, so I can take traffic school.
You don't have any points or anything on your license, do you?
I do.
Oh, crap.
I happen to have a speeding ticket that's about to fall off.
So you were just about to get all the points off your license and you blew it.
Yeah, that one I was doing 90 and a 65. And then my accident, when I hit a car, I kind of sideswiped a car and my Ninja bounced off the side of him. So, but with traffic school, I think it doesn't affect anything. So
take traffic school to avoid the point.
Yeah, you avoid all that. So I don't know. I might, like, I talked to a lawyer, and he's like, "Well, you can go in and plead guilty, and hope sometimes they'll bring the fine down because I have a feeling it's going to be a big fine."
Yeah,
so it's at the upper limits of the whatever it is, the it's like 20 over or whatever. So,
Well, here in Texas, we've got a point
what up,
system.
Joshua?
Our point system's not as aggressive, I don't think, as how California's works. And the one thing that they do with the points that kind of calmed people down from freaking out about it when they instituted it about 10 years ago is they give the money to like education, or it goes to some supposedly noble cause. So, the government's just not pocketing it into their general fund, I don't think.
Yeah.
But what I've learned to do here in Texas, and I don't know if this will work in California, but anytime, knock on wood, it's been about almost 10 years since I've gotten a speeding ticket, and I hope it's way, way longer than that before I ever get another one. But I just get a lawyer, man. I mean, I literally, there's a guy in the next town over who specializes in traffic stuff, and I take him the ticket and I pay about $300 or $400, and he makes everything go away. No points, no traffic school, no insurance hike, no nothing.
I think there's like those type of people here. They're usually about $100 or something like that. And I think what they normally do is they just keep deferring the ticket further and further and further. And then when they show up, they hope that the cop doesn't show up. But if I don't have to go and take time, that's huge for me. So
what they generally do here, what my attorney will do is he actually negotiates everything down. He goes to, but all it boils down to is that what that court wants, what that county wants, or what that municipality wants is money. They don't care if the streets are safer or not. They just want the money. So the attorney basically goes in and mediates. Like the last ticket I got, he got the fine reduced. He got my deferment, down from like 6 months to 90 days. He made, he kept it off my record as long as I didn't get another ticket. But he even told me, if you still get another ticket within your deferment period, I can drag it out long enough to where, it's not a big deal. But, I mean, it costs you another, couple $100 over what the ticket would cost you, but you don't have to deal with anything. Your insurance company never finds out about it. You don't have to go to traffic school. You don't get points on your license. It basically, for a few $100 more, it goes away.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Yeah, that's KITV. That's what the lawyer told me to do. He said, just go in and do that. I just don't want to take my time, man. I hate going and it takes forever for everything. So
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you go in first or not, because they have a list and they go down the list on that docket of, and then, so I don't know.
You always go in and hope the cop doesn't show up.
Yeah. But I guess I got a call. See, I didn't change of address yet, so my old address is on there, and I didn't tell him because that's another fucking ticket. So I have to do that, and then yeah, we'll see how it works out. I don't know. It was crazy. It sucks because I was going with the flow of traffic, and I was just not, like, I hadn't ridden in a week, almost a week and a half. So it's the first morning I've been back on the bike. So I was just cruising. I wasn't meaning to speed. I was just cruising, and I guess he was behind me for a while, and then all of a sudden he pulled up next to me. I was like, oh fuck.
Did you guys see the Sub D's video about a week ago where that kid was like, "Oh my god, I came all the way from wherever it was, somewhere up in the Rust
Minnesota,
Belt, Minnesota or somewhere." Yeah. Oh, and he was like, and so Sub D was like, "Hey, you want to ride with us? Come on, let's."
I saw that.
I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a dream come true. I get to ride with Sub D." And then like next scene, the dude gets pulled over, and they never see him again.
Yep, I saw that. I was like,
so
yeah,
sad.
That sucks.
Shattered dreams.
So as long as it sucks because I didn't want to. It's more money I got to spend, but at the same time, as long as I can keep it from getting on my insurance, it's worth it. Yeah, but as much commuting as I'm doing this past year, I was kind of expecting to eventually get a ticket. I got pulled over once for lane splitting at 70 something, and then he just wrote me some educational warning thing. I don't know what it was called, and let me go. And so I was pretty lucky. This guy, I thought he was gonna be cool. He was like super chill, but he wasn't. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
But he's
Perhaps
like, he was cool though. I mean, he was just like, he didn't make me pull out any insurance. He's like, everything good? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. And he just took my license and got me. That sucked. It sucks because I haven't had any tickets or anything in a while. So I was like, yes. But I mean, I knew I was gonna get it. I ride pretty quick, so
Yeah.
no. See, Kevin, I got it pulled over on the 15 by CHP, and he let me go with a educational warning thing. I played stupid with the rules of lane splitting though. Oh, and I was lane splitting again at 70, and he goes, "I'm not gonna write you for that, but you know you shouldn't be doing that." 78 and a 55. It was like a highway. No, it wasn't on the freeway. It was like I guess a highway. Is what you would consider it. It's just a big open road in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
At least you're not Kawasaki Kryptonite who gets a ticket every time he sits on his bike.
Yeah.
That dude's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Not quick enough, apparently. Exactly. So whatever. It is what it is.
Tis what it is.
Just gotta not do it again. It's so hard, man. Especially when you're commuting, man. You just want to get back home, or you just want to get to work.
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely followed CHP lane splitting 85, 90 miles an hour before. No problems. But when they catch you doing it and you're doing it without them, it's a no. Whatever though. And see, I've had a few close ones. So like the other day when I was riding home, there's a bridge, and it goes to one lane, and so I went over to the right, and I was kind of crossing over the line into the emergency lane over the bridge, and I just rolled right past the cop. I was like, fuck. He didn't follow me, so I was like, all right, I'm good.
They got killed
Mm-hmm.
earlier this week doing that.
He fell. He hit the curb and fell over the bridge.
Damn.
Yep. It's not the one that I go on, but it's right near where I go. I saw that.
It's a shitty way to go.
Very shitty. I'm guessing Officer Rob probably doesn't. Right? He does. I think he doesn't even. He probably follows the rules.
I don't know, man. Some of the stuff in his videos that he's splitting through, I don't know, man. I'll bet he gets on it every once in a while. I mean, he does ride a Concourse. I mean, that bike's got some get up and go to it.
Yeah. What is it? A C14? Is that what he rides?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a that's a fast motorcycle, even though it's a big, heavy touring machine. It's still like 140 something horsepower.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, when I ride to work in the mornings, man, I tell myself that I'm not gonna lane split fast, but it's hard not to, man. You're commuting, and all of a sudden you get with another bike, and then another bike, and then 3 bikes are fucking flying down, splitting at like 80 miles an hour. I mean, traffic isn't completely stopped, but that's the thing is like when they write these laws, I feel like they don't. I don't feel that splitting at 70 or 75 is any unsafe or any less safe than splitting at 45 if the flow of traffic is the same. So if you're splitting at 70, 80 and stop traffic, yeah, you're asking for it. But if traffic's going 70, 65 and you're splitting at 70, it's not, I feel like it's not any less safe than if you were doing 45, which is a suggested price.
The chances of getting in an accident don't increase, but the consequences of that accident are big.
That's where the difference is.
there you go.
So I saw a thing that said a motorcycle accident at 50 miles an hour or something is like a 60% death rate or something like that.
Yeah.
What I saw. I don't know what it was.
Add into all that, all the idiots that don't know how to stop or aren't paying attention, or the lady that, of course, is going to be behind you when you go flying off that bike and she's putting on her makeup doing 50 miles an hour down the freeway and doesn't see you come off the bike.
Me and Sub D have done that, Salty. You get in behind a Harley rider who's kind of lane splitting kind of fast and just hang in behind him.
Yeah, because he's loud.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I try to do that a lot. If there's a loud bike, man, I just let him go in front of me, and I'll just stick behind them.
That's why we have Warbeard always leading our groups whenever we're splitting. We're like, you get in front, so I can rev bomb the shit out of those dudes, and they'll
Like
get for the rest of us.
Riding with Kenny is the same way. His bike's like a fucking dragon. But yeah, and then he gave me the whole. He's like, "Yeah, I love riding too, so I get it." But you know, that whole speech.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not saying loud pipes save lives, but they are more noticeable to other vehicles.
Loud pipes don't always save lives, but loud pipes can save lives. Yeah. It's an added tool in the toolbox.
It's all about the LED lights.
Yeah, it's more about visibility than anything, you know, and picking your lane position correctly, and you know, not wearing solid black and all that kind of stuff. Using parallax, you know.
Not splitting down the right side of the freeway.
Huh?
Not splitting down the right side.
Yeah. Making good decisions. Yeah. And bright headlights do make a difference. I mean, I commute back and forth to work every day, and I ride in the middle of the day with my high beam on.
Yeah, I ride. I'd never not have on my high beams.
Yeah, same here.
I'd rather annoy a driver and them see me than them not see me.
Exactly.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah. What I used to do was a lot of times if I was coming up into traffic, or if I was coming up on a situation that I thought, man, I wonder if this idiot's going to see me. If I was on low beam, I would just use my passing light button and modulate my headlight. But people sometimes, I think, maybe take that the wrong way, or they can't figure out what it is or what you're trying to communicate to them, except for just the fact that, hey, I'm here, notice me. So I've just got to where I just keep my high beam on.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that I've seen watching videos on people's accidents is them not anticipating stupid drivers. Like
you
if
can
I see a car, like I see a car, you can tell, like, I feel like they you can see it, and you're like, they kind of want to move. I can see them wanting to move over, and so you hang back a bit, see if they do it, and if not, then you go forward. But I do a lot of that, and I see a lot of riders that don't do that. They don't anticipate the cars shooting in on the gaps, and you know, looking at, you know, the car 2 lanes over, fucking come across. You know, I'm just like,
and work your outs. If somebody comes into my right away from the right, where am I going to go to the left?
Yeah, exactly.
And vice versa. And if you don't have a place, maybe try to resituate yourself in traffic where you might have a place. Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I see a lot of videos where people don't do that, and I'm just like, I don't watch like crash videos and be like, oh, I would have seen that, but I mean, because you're watching the video, you know it's going to crash.
Expect it. Yeah.
But I do take note, like, okay, I could see if you were looking that this guy kind of looks like he wanted to come over. You know, that's something you should have. For your situational awareness, you should have seen that.
The trick is to pay attention to the gaps in traffic. Like a car can't come over unless there's a gap there.
Yeah, exactly.
Your first clue that somebody might jump over is when there's a big enough gap for a car to jump in there.
Yep.
And that's what you got to look for. If it's solid bumper to bumper, usually you're pretty good. That's why I think splitting between slightly moving traffic, you know, like 15, 20 miles an hour, is way more dangerous than splitting through stop traffic.
Yeah, you just have to be mindful of where the gaps are, and also, like, if you're going through a gap and you see this car wants to come over, but you could tell this guy's being an asshole and he's not gonna let anybody come over, you're like, okay. But when you see this guy like leaving a big gap, you're like, okay, I gotta be careful here.
Yeah.
I want to say something in terms of the loud pipe thing.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
Don't go out back, Tim. You fucker.
Okay, all right, make it quick. I'm thirsty.
All right. Here's my point of view. For those of us who didn't ride for 35 years or 33 years and then started riding, here's what a loud pipe sounds like to you when you're stuck in traffic. You're sitting there, you got the windows down, you're smoking a cigarette, you're on the 405, yada yada, and you hear BANG! As it goes by you.
Yeah.
You don't hear him before he goes by you. You hear him as he scares the fucking shit out of you as he goes by you. And
Right,
then
but
after that.
that's why riding behind a cruiser or someone with loud pipes, because now they got
everyone
scared.
is at
No,
attention.
no.
Yeah, and now they're
No.
more expecting more bikes to come.
If he's doing 20 miles an hour and he's going like the fucking South Park episode where they're like fags, where it's like yeah, okay, 20 miles an hour. But if you're doing 50 through traffic, there's something called a Doppler effect. Okay, they're not going to hear you until you go by.
Wait,
but we're talking about riding behind them.
Actually, the omnidirectional nature of sound that creates the Doppler effect is why they will hear you.
No, dude.
It's compressed sound waves.
I've lived in California my entire life. I have dealt with bumper-to-bumper traffic my entire life. Okay? Since I was 16 years old, I've dealt with bumper-to-bumper traffic. And when you hear a guy with a Yoshimura on a fucking Gixxer or a Ninja or whatever go by you, the first thing you hear is bow as he goes by. You don't hear yeah.
But I think I get that part, but once that happens, all of a sudden you are aware that, oh shit, yeah, bikes might come through, and so the bike's following it. So the bike's following behind.
But do you really think I'm gonna follow some fucking faggot on a Harley doing 20 miles an hour on the 405? Are you kidding me? You know how many guys I pass on Harleys? And here's the other thing. In California, more often than not, the guys in the Harleys who have the fancy mirrors don't look for other riders. And if you come up on them behind you and they're not on a Harley, they're not going to get out of your way. And I have to go between the number 3 and number 2 lane to illegally split and pass that fucking asshole because he's on a Harley and he thinks he's hot fucking shit. Meanwhile, we've had the same work schedule for the past 4 years, and I only see this motherfucker between April and fucking September, and fucking come October to fucking June or January, or I'm sorry, October through January, this motherfucker doesn't ride. His bike goes away and he goes back to the Prius. Okay? Yeah. I ride 7 days a week. I ride to work and home every fucking day, and so do you. And you can't tell me that there aren't 10 times as more assholes on Harleys and Gixxers that are 5 years old and pussies that don't ride in the rain. And I'm out there every day, and this motherfucker's slowing me up at 40 miles an hour when traffic's doing 35, and I want to do 60. Get the fuck out of my way. Look in your rear view. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. You're holding me up.
Honestly, my radio's not really turned up so loud I don't hear shit anyway.
So the solution is not just a loud pipe. I'll tell you right now, I have Denali D4 fucking quad pod LED lights on the front of my KTM. They are brighter than the fucking sun.
See, that's what we were talking about.
When I ride up the 405, when I run up the 405 and the 101, it parts like the Red fucking sea.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier, though. Having bright lights is really good too. Shout out to you.
It's not good. It's not good. It's a necessity if you ride in a place like LA. I guarantee you, if you've never ridden with LED lights on the front of your bike, go buy some fucking cheap $40 lights and ghetto rig them up, and then do your commute in split lanes. People will see you from half a mile away. It's well worth it.
Oh yeah.
I just want to be more comfortable now riding.
Because they're stupid fucking little mirrors the size of quarters.
You know what I do really like is when you're driving by cars, and the newer cars that have the little indicator on their
yeah, you can see that the car sees you. The car sees you, and then you look in the rear view, and they're looking down at their lap because they're playing on their fucking phone.
It's one more thing. Like they like.
Well, of course, because when they turn their blinker on, their car is going to go deet, 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 and let them know you can't turn right now.
When they use their blinker.
Assuming they use their blinker.
Exactly.
Assuming they look in their mirror.
Huh?
Oh wait, you guys were talking about the sound thing. Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
The blind spot monitors on like Mercedes. Mercedes, I think, in my experience, is one of the best. Also, Honda Acura, but Mercedes, I see them from probably 15 yards away, illuminating in the mirror. Mercedes, they're on point with their. They see motorcycles every time. They're really good.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of the guy that's like, I can't wait till cars drive themselves because then there's no human error, and then I can rip through traffic at 100. You know.
What up, Brad Taskett? Chris, what up, man? Kevin is back in his cuddles.
Now I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you for staying. I appreciate it.
Be right back.
And meds.
So actually, I've got this buddy who I was riding on the 405 home, and I missed the 101 exit, right? And I'm like, all right, I'll just get off Victory and I'll ride Victory all the way home. Cool. Well, the CHP were doing their little swervy derby thing and stopped the fucking traffic. So there ended up being like 25 bikes, sitting waiting to go. There was a motorcycle cop, and they were, I guess, repairing potholes or something. They were putting down asphalt. So I'm on the 690, which is for sale, by the way. And there's another dude, this guy, Bearman on Instagram, at Bearman. I think it's Bearman. And I'm like, dude, nice 690. He looks at me and he goes, was that an 18? And I go, 16, bitch. I got 10,000 miles on it. I just take care of it. But so this guy has a longer commute than I do. He rides from Green Valley to, I want to say Compton. It's about 70-mile trip one way. And so he put an LED light on his bike, and then he put a yellow filter over the front. And there are days when I look in my rear view, because I'm always checking for guys that are faster than me that are splitting lanes. And I'll see him from like easily a half mile away. So I pull over and I wait for him. And then I throw my hand out and he gives me like a wave or whatever. Guys, so don't do blue, don't do red, but do yellow, do amber.
Do good internet.
Some hand out. An amber light will serve me.
We can't even hear you, man. You like
ISIS got him.
Yeah. Been got.
Blue lights will get you a ticket.
What?
The blue lights will get you a ticket.
Yeah, you can't do blue. You can't do red. Forward facing, you can do red. Rearward facing, you can do amber in any direction. You can do white or amber or yellow is also acceptable.
Right.
Technically not for your main headlight. It has to be a fog light. But are they really going to chase you?
Yeah.
I'm
surprised I haven't. I've been pulled over a couple times, and I'm surprised by CHP motorcycle cops, and I'm surprised none of them have ever given me shit about having the integrated tail light. I know a lot of people.
Yeah, technically the law in California is 9 inches apart.
Yeah, I haven't had not one of them. They'll look at the bike, and they're like, never. They've never mentioned it. That's always one of the things I'm always worried about is getting pulled over because of stupid light.
As far as they didn't nail you for it in LA to SD like they did that one shit.
I didn't even get pulled over, so.
Oh yeah.
I would have. Guarantee you, I would have.
That's what.
What is going on, man? Are you outside, or are you? What are you? What internet?
LED KTM, and I'm all good.
Huh? Are you outside?
Yeah.
Are you connected to your home internet?
My home internet is trash from outside. Am I breaking up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turn it off. Use your 4G.
It's off. I'm on 4G, bitch.
Oh, and it's still that bad? Ouch.
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about the lane splitting thing and how I think that it is more important, in my opinion, to have bright lights than it is to have loud pipes.
I don't think I don't disagree. I think
bright lights are badass. No, nobody would argue with that for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
If
we were
you
saying
want-
earlier. Is I ride with my high beams on all the time. Fuck that.
I also leave my house real fucking early, and I don't want my neighbors waking up and complaining about how loud my fucking bike is, because we've all lived next to that asshole who's got the Harley that barely idles,
Yeah,
and he's revving it up at
Good thing is-
5:45 in the morning.
Good thing is, I don't have to worry about that. I don't give a fuck now. What? They have
I'm
no
just-
one to
I'm
call
just-
now.
I'm just saying, you know, I live in a densely populated area. If my bike was real loud, I'd have neighbors coming over going, hey, don't spend 15 minutes warming your bike up, because I religiously warm my bike up.
Yeah.
Because pistons are oval until they're at operating temperature. They're round at operating temperature.
I
They're
don't. That's
oval.
another thing. I see a lot of people, man. They just get on the bike and go, and I'm like, man, you warm your shit up, man.
Like, let it spin for 30 seconds
let it
at
get
least,
to
dude.
let it get the temperature.
At least let it idle down. I mean,
Yeah.
What?
I said at least let it idle down, so it's not, you know, at the whatever 1500 cold.
Oh yeah, high
So-
idle, low idle.
So
Yeah.
I noticed my bike is starting to like stutter. Not when it's cold, but like if I stop to get gas, and then I turn it back on, it'll like struggle for a second and then turn on, and then the idle will be a little weird, and then it'll go to normal.
It's called heat soaking.
The fuck is that?
So what that is your electronic components not including but not limited to your injectors. When you stop, the temperature of your engine rises, and plastic components like your injectors or your spark plug, not the wires and the coil itself or whatever is controlling your ignition, will absorb that heat, and their heat makes it harder for them to jump a gap. Heat makes it harder for them to open the pintle valve and inject fuel.
So my main question is: this something I need to worry about, or is this normal?
I would replace your spark plugs first off if you haven't.
They were replaced about 12,000 miles ago.
Okay, then don't worry about that. You can go to your local hardware store and buy some thermal tape and wrap it around your injectors. It may look ghetto, but it'll work. It'll do the job. It'll keep the heat out of your injectors.
Yeah, because I did the valve adjustment at 30,000 miles, and that includes the spark plugs and all that other stuff. And I'm at 44,000 right now.
Did
I
you?
mean, if you
40,000.
Did you
Tim,
take
go
any
ahead.
shims? Oh, I was just going to ask. Did you take any shims at 30,000 miles?
I think he said one. But
Oh,
he
that's
said
not
it.
bad at all.
He
That's
said
good.
it. Yeah, he said it was like there wasn't really anything wrong with it. He said, I think he put one in just because it was off a little bit, but that was it.
That's
Well,
good.
a loose valve is a happy valve.
Right. You don't want tight valves.
You want loose valves.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
clackety clackety is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, I mean, I'm at 44,000 miles now, so it's getting up there. It's getting up there.
Yeah, but
Still
I mean,
it's running good,
So
but-
what I'm talking about is that you have if you shut your bike off, man, my 690 is the same way. My 690 sometimes does not start. If I'm riding it real fucking hard through the canyons and I pull over and I'll get gas and then I go to start it, it's
Yeah.
nothing.
You're right, because I have noticed if I wait a little bit, it'll start with no problem.
Yeah, it's because the electronic components that run your injectors overheat
Mm.
and they don't work.
So it
'Cause
sounds
they're
about
solid
normal for the bike with my
Yeah.
miles on it then.
Well, but I mean, you can replace your injectors, or you can go buy a $3 roll of thermal tape
Yeah,
and
put it around.
protect the piece that's got your block, and it'll probably correct the problem. In fact, my Wrangler had a problem with that, where 5 minutes of heat soak, and it'll misfire like a sumbitch, and you'll get a flashing light. So I went and bought that 3 wrappers, and guess what? No more check engine light.
That's the other thing I have is because the stupid maintenance light is on. Just because
Go on fucking Google, dude.
you have to use a special machine to
Yeah.
fucking
That's
wipe it on
bullshit. There's
my.
got to be a way.
So I've tried to find a way. It's just got to use the special machines. Everything I've read. So I'm just like, God.
Yamaha's going that way too. I've noticed the new FJR 1300, the brand new one, or the latest design, and I think the new FZ09 and maybe the FZ07. You can't clear basically anything without the proprietary computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which
Legal.
is bullshit. Yeah, it is illegal technically. I'm wondering how they're getting around that. Yeah.
It's illegal because there has to be some combinations of buttons on your dash that you can hit. Because
I don't know. I've Googled for fucking ever. I haven't been able to find anything to clear it. So, other than taking it in and asking him to clear it. But last time I've taken it into the shop was to
the KTM. If you go into the
what? Lost you again there. And he's gone.
So, America.
Lost
You can't.
He's like, so when you start the engine, and then the bananas go, and you're like, what? When did this conversation change? But other than that, man, the bike's running good, man. I'm happy with it for now. I need new tires soon.
So you got a ticket for 75?
78 and a 55.
How fast were you really going?
I don't know.
100.
I wasn't looking at the speedometer. And he said he was pacing me. So
you beardy fucker. You know.
I feel he would have let me go if I had noticed him and slowed down, because he's like, I was following you for a little bit, and then I was splitting at that same speed too. So I feel like if I would have just slowed down, if I would have seen him, which I didn't see him there, that he would have probably just let me go. But
I had the same thing in a customer car recently. I was in a DB11 setting misfire correction factors, and I got pulled over doing 85 in a 40 on the PCH north of Zuma Beach. And he pulls me over. It's a motorcycle cop, of course. But so what, for Aston Martin, what you have to do is you have to do 60 miles an hour and then coast down to 20 10 times. Good luck with that in Los Angeles, right? People will be rear-ending you, honking at you.
So did he let you go?
But every time I would coast, I put my hazards on.
I really want to hear this story.
I look in my rear view, and we have heard this story. You
keep cutting in and out.
Anyway, he said he pulled me over, and I have the computer in the passenger seat, and he goes, "Oh, you work for that? You work for Aston Martin, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You're lucky I'm a car guy. Get the fuck out of here. Slow down."
That's cool. At least he let you go. That's what I was wondering, if he was going to be a dick or just be like, "Oh, I see what you're doing."
Well, I haven't had a point on my record in 9 years.
Jesus. So. That must be nice. You must have that good insurance.
Oh, no. It's all luck. It's all luck. 'Cause I do 100 miles an hour in cars on 45-mile-an-hour roads on a daily basis. On a fucking daily basis. So it's all luck. You're going to put me in a 700 horsepower car and I'm not going to do 100 miles an hour? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that I can totally understand that.
The way I kind of think, if you'd worked for this company for 4 years and you never drove the piss out of a car, you'd feel bad if you got fired and you're like, man, I could have done so much worse shit. I got the new Aston Martin Vantage. It's like the DB11 or the DB10, sorry, the Bond film one. We had one of those come in for our demo. Dude, I went down Sunset Boulevard at 90 miles an hour and I stopped at a red light after pushing this car harder than I've pushed any Lambo or Aston in my entire career there. I stopped at a red light and smoke went by the window. And I was like, I got the brakes fucking smoking on this thing. Holy shit. And I fucking love that car. But I will say, in my mind, I'm like, if I get fired, I get fired. It was fucking worth it. Because if someone handed you the keys to that car and they're like, "Don't do something stupid." What are you gonna do? You're gonna do something stupid, right?
That's funny.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
If I
Wouldn't
took
blame
a
you.
car to the limit, I would be so ashamed of myself if I never did something stupid in a $500,000 car. Like, really? I mean, come on. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, Ghost, I put a link to a thing that'll reset that light for you.
Oh, is this a little device?
Yeah, it's an adapter cable and software that'll let you reset that on trial.
Ooh. All right, I might have to get this.
Yeah, go British bike, you fuck.
I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. That's my goal, is to be able to keep it and have another bike.
I'll tell you, those scan tools come in handy even just for a car.
Yeah, I've had them for the car. I'd never had one for a bike though. I'll start election perform. Oh yeah, that service wrench. That's what I need to clear.
Yeah. Service engine. Service interval reached.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's every time you need to change the oil, it comes back on. So it's like, fuck.
Triumph is notorious for those.
What is your interval for service? 3,000, 6,000, what?
5,000.
Hmm.
I've been doing about 4,000. I might, now that it's getting a little older, I might go down maybe to like 3.
I change mine at half intervals. Mine's 6,000. I do mine at 3,000.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, starting to go down to 3,000 instead of doing it every 5. Especially now that the miles are adding up, I figured maybe it'll probably help with the life of the bike.
I've always if I'm using regular oil, I always will go. I'll change that oil every 1,500 miles and change the filter every 3,000.
Insurance.
Yeah,
Well,
cheap enough. But now in the FZ07, the last oil change I did last week, I put full 4T racing synthetic in it, so I'll run that 3,000 miles. That's
what I have to put that oil in my bike. That's
yeah. Here with it being summertime,
I only run synthetic, and I do half intervals, and I change the filter and the screens every time.
Yeah, that's a good
cheap
practice.
Insurance.
Yeah.
It's
peace
for my
of
bike,
mind.
it's $140 for the parts. It's worth it.
And it always
Just do
runs.
it.
It always feels so good after you change the oil.
Yep.
Like your woman on her birthday, a little bit drunk. That's always good.
There you go. That is always good. Never knows.
Oh.
Save that link. Yeah, I'm
Right.
definitely.
I'm gonna get out of here
pick that
before my girl kills me, because I'll be honest, she hates when I have friends. So
All right.
I'm gonna.
up. She hates when I have friends other than your cat.
If it's not her or the cat's like, meow, Anyway.
Are you going to be in Palm Springs, Kevin?
Yeah, so I might be getting a new job in the Bay Area. If I am, I'm still fucking coming down. I just need someone's floor to.
So you're
sleep on.
moving, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm from the Bay Area, so it'd be moving home, but.
So doing the same thing with a company like that.
No, changing industries potentially.
Oh wow! So big change.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm not scared. I'm not a moron.
But I mean, you've invested a lot of time into that, man.
Yeah, but you know what? If I can make more money doing something else, which is the idea here. Well, let me turn the light back on. There you go. If I can make 30% more money, and not break my back wrenching every day, and guess what? My $100,000 in tools, and all my tools come home, and I get to work on my bike with all my really good tools instead of my backup tools.
Yeah.
I got a fucking motorcycle lift sitting in storage for the past 8 months. I mean, come on, man. They want to give me a car. They want to give me a gas card. I don't have to pay for a car. I don't have no mileage. I don't have to put mileage on my own car. Don't have to fucking have a gas card. You know, they pay for gas. They pay for insurance. They pay for the car. Fucking A, dude.
Well,
And I'll be living in a there's a 20-mile radius I'll be doing. And
so what
I'm gonna be living
what
in the
will
middle.
this job be? You don't.
HVAC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good industry to be in.
If you're good, it's good.
Yeah.
If you're an idiot, it's the same as everything else.
Working on AC units and shit, right? Or
Yeah, heating, ventilation, air conditioning.
okay, yeah.
But then
Yeah, and then you'll have to make a trip down here and take care of mine.
In the Bay Area, that'll be mainly heating. Mark
you'd
Twain
be
said
surprised. You'd be
yeah.
surprised. My hometown every summer would get to 115.
Oh, okay, yeah.
East Bay.
I just
So-
remember, I mean, I've been to San Francisco a couple of times, and it's not terribly hot compared to what I'm used to there. Mark Twain said that the coldest
no.
winter he ever spent was summer in San Francisco.
Well, so growing, and that's true. Growing up a Giants fan, I used to go to Candlestick Park before it was, now they moved the Giants and everything. But the big joke for the locals with the tourists was that in July it's 85 in San Francisco, and the sun's out and it's hot, and everyone's like, "Oh man, it's so hot." Well, as soon as the sun hits the hills, the fog rolls on top of the hills, and at 9 p.m. it's 55 degrees. And then they're in shorts and a tank top, and they're like, "I'm at this baseball game. Let me buy a $150 Giants jacket." Like, that's the big joke, is that
Oh yeah,
so the Bay Area uniform is blue jeans and a hooded sweatshirt. So
yeah, when I was in Seattle, it was super nice during the day, and then at night, it fucking started freezing.
same
And I
thing
didn't
in
have
San
any. I
Francisco.
didn't have any sweaters, so I started
Yeah.
trying to find a place to sell sweaters, and everyone was selling $150 sweaters. I was like, "Get the
That's
fuck
it.
out of here!"
They know they got you locked down. Same thing in San Francisco. They're like, these assholes think all of California is like LA, where it's 80 all night, 90 in the day. No. San Francisco, it gets cold as balls at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I need a hoodie. Well, all I have is this premium hoodie.
Or more alcohol.
$150.
Or more alcohol. That'll keep you warm. Warm
Yeah.
enough.
That and hookers,
yeah.
That's probably more expensive than a sweater, though.
worth it. I'm just saying.
Oh shit. Yeah. But,
Anyway, I love you guys. I gotta go, but yes, if I have to ride 8 hours from San Francisco to Palm Springs, I will be at SCMM.
Awesome.
crashing
Looking
on
forward to
someone's
seeing you.
floor. Yeah.
I know Capple's done it. So
I can do it.
you
I
gotta
used to
come
live in
with me.
Phoenix. And I once drove from Phoenix to San Francisco, and my buddy Fabes, who's the best man in the world, I drove up to. He lived in Medford, Oregon. I drove to Medford, Oregon from the Bay Area, which is another 4.5 hours, because yes, Oregon is 4 hours north, at least on a good day, 4 hours north of the Bay Area. Picked him up, drove 2 hours south to Chico, partied all fucking night at Chico State with my buddy Pat, drove him back up to Medford the next morning, and then drove back to Arizona, which is a 13.5 hour drive from Medford. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to SCMM. Hopefully, well, like you said, either way you'll be there. So
It's gonna be good
I
times.
keep having to do this to turn the lights on. Yeah, man. And Tim, I haven't met you yet, so
Yeah,
a
not in
lot of
person.
whiskey and not in person. No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we're gonna do it right. It's gonna be awesome.
definitely.
Is Red bringing a barbecue cart?
I don't know. I think he's thinking about
Or is he-
driving.
is he-
I think he's not even thinking about driving or riding. I think he's talking about just driving there.
It's not right.
Oh, he's gonna bring his what does he drive, a Nissan or some shit now?
The
You're
not
Volkswagen.
Huh? A Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I thought about it too, but I'm so close. It's like, whatever. I'll just ride.
Dude, if you live in Long Beach or LA and you don't ride out, like Come on,
It's
dude.
more about the heat.
There
I think it's not about the distance. It's about the heat. Riding in that heat, like we've already done it. How many times? Like how many times? I mean, it's like.
But there are people that ride from like 4 states away to be there. And you live same state and you won't ride? Come on, man. Come on. You know? Like I get Midwest flies in, okay? But she lives like 65, 70% away across the country, right? She'd have to take her entire vacation and then some, all her sick days and vacation to do that ride. But if you're 3 hours away, come on, dude, ride in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on. I rode in 115-degree heat last week. It wasn't that bad. Pull over. If you're hot, pull over. You're fine.
We'll see.
What?
I mean, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be.
Hey, you're making excuses like you're going to show up in a fucking car.
No, I'm ride. If Fish is gonna come here, I'm gonna ride up there. So.
Yeah. I'll ride Mr. Fish in the desert. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not gonna do any. I'm gonna ride into the desert and out of the desert. Other than that, I'm not doing any riding in the desert. Like
Why the fuck not, man? We could be like Maverick Goose and I'll be fucking
Nah.
Iceman.
Too
And,
fucking hot out there.
Someone's got to be Jester, you know? Jester!
Oh man,
All
we'll
right,
see.
fuck you
It's
guys.
gonna be
I love
fun.
you.
That's all I know. Later, man.
Later, man. Have a good night.
See you, Kevin.
See
Ride safe.
you. Stay on 2 unless you wanted to be on 1.
That's one way to say it. Yeah. Unless you want to blow your forks out, I'm good. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've already had people asking me about Elite SD. We'll see how that goes.
Where are you going to do it at next year? Are you still going to do it from? Well, I mean, I guess you kind of have to do it from San Diego, but since you're not,
No,
in,
I think we're gonna. I think the plan was to do it in LA, but I haven't talked to Bash, so I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. I don't know. He hasn't been very active. He hasn't done anything on YouTube, so I don't even know if he's gonna be open to do this. And if he doesn't, then fuck, and that's a lot of work for one person, man.
well, yeah. Last thing I saw from Bash about his YouTube channel, he was trying to sell it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting. He was going to sell his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's an interesting thing. Isn't that against YouTube's policy?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I mean, it's not like you're gonna. If you were to buy a YouTube channel, it's not like you're gonna get anything from it because you're gonna lose all your subscribers.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the value would be. He's got 30. It looks like 37,000 subscribers. I mean, it would like be the next day you do your first video as the new guy on the channel, and your subscribers would go down to nothing.
Yeah,
You'd have a mass exodus of subscribers.
Yeah, so I don't know how that would work or why anyone would want to buy a channel like that. I mean, maybe if you keep it in the same genre, like maybe, but even then, you're not going to be the same as what they subscribe to. So I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's just doing these events. It's a lot of work, man.
Oh yeah, it's a tremendous amount of work.
It's super stressful. So. I was pretty stressed this last year, and then the way it turned out was kind of a shame.
Yeah, with all the police hubbubbery.
yes.
Yep.
Gangland.
Yeah, some of those videos actually, I mean, and you guys know me, I'm generally a pretty huge supporter of law enforcement, but some of that stuff was complete horse shit, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would guarantee almost 90% of those tickets were thrown out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're just spraying and praying, man, hoping people would just pay the ticket. Yeah.
Or that they just catch somebody on some kind of, like they caught that one girl and a couple of people for riding without their M1. You know, it's like if there's not a reason to pull you over and you don't have your license, then it's lottery for them.
Right. Exactly.
We'll
What
see. I don't know.
What are you guys thinking about doing that again?
We've always done it in January, so I don't know.
Okay.
Although, what's always been interesting is how lucky we've gotten because we do get rain in January, and it's always raining like a week or two before. Like, and you're always like, "Fuck, I hope it doesn't rain." And we've been pretty fortunate to not um
So
with our schedules. So I don't know.
Wow.
You know they all see you, right?
the whole internet.
You're on the internet now. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it or what the deal is. If he even wants to be part of it anymore, I don't know. So we'll find out.
Yeah, we shall see. I hope he does want to be part of it. I hope we see him at SCMM. But man, people, life changes and life takes over, and
A lot of people, man. If you just look
people
at
change.
everyone's channels now, a lot of people kind of falling away.
Oh yeah, a lot of people have fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what's happened to the Hangouts.
Yep.
So, it's just it's hard to believe, man. I'm in my 5th year I've had my YouTube channel since 2006, but I turned it into a motorcycle / motovlogging channel in 2014. So technically I've gone as of Memorial Day weekend, I went into my 5th year doing this, and man, the changes, the people that have come and gone,
It's crazy.
it is crazy when you think about it. The people who have passed away, people who have died in the past 4.5 years.
You know what? I just found out, and I don't know if you remember. There used to be this girl that used to join us, and she had like half of her head shaved.
Oh, I remember her, the blonde.
Yes, she
Yeah.
died.
She died?
She died.
What
Wait.
was her name again?
It was Chris's RD or something like that. And remember her husband had passed away?
Right. Her husband had been in the military.
Yes. She died.
Well,
And like a year ago. And I just came across the post and I was like, why do I recognize her face? And so then I like followed it and then I was like, oh my God, and I didn't even know. I'm like, that's
that
fucking
is so sad. I'll tell you what, man, there was a real dark moment in Hangout history that involved her. I don't know if you remember that or not. When she got super
pissed.
drunk. No, she got like almost incoherently drunk on a Hangout. I think they took the Hangout down just out of respect for how drunk they didn't want her to end up getting made fun of. But I remember that she was a really troubled young woman.
Yeah, she was having a big fight with depression and
yeah. I feel, man, I'm really sorry to hear that.
yeah, I was like, I just found out this week.
Do you know anything about the circumstances surrounding her death?
I tried to find it. You know who I found it through was Sarah OKC. I saw her post something, and then I was like, wait a minute, and then I like followed through it, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was because once I saw her pic, I was like, I recognized her, and then I was like going through the Instagram, and then I saw her shaved head, and I was like, because I remember, man, she was really cool, man.
Yeah.
I know she was going through a lot, so I don't know. I think she had a kid too.
Yeah. Yeah. Did she? Oh, yeah, you're right. I think you are right, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hate to hear that. It's just so many stories like that, too many stories like that, between depressions and suicides and death by misadventure and, motorcycle accidents. And, I mean, Chief Jay died in a car accident recently. I mean, the list just goes on and on, all the way back to Florida Rider and North Georgia Dual Sport and, of course, Ninja Tom. And I mean, it's kind of
Mr. Keep It Too.
Mr. Keep It Too. I mean, yeah, I mean, so many people now that we need to keep a running list for remembrance purposes that we, maybe once in a year we can mention the people we've lost in the past year. And
Like
yeah, man, it's one of the things that so one of the things I've always thought about is that being that we're doing YouTube, you run across more people than you would in your normal life, right? As a normal non-YouTube person, right? You interact with more people, um, and not only more people, but because of what we do, we ride, and we run across more riders, and we run across more people that are doing things that are a little bit more inherently dangerous.
Right. More high risk behavior in general.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, it's
Wow.
a shame, man.
It really is. Well, and it was
Yeah,
and you said she passed away a year ago.
I think it was like a year ago. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I didn't. I just found out, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
We'll have to go back through somewhere, and it shut off, or probably. I mean, I know that it was an other guy's hangout night. I know that
It was.
it was the other guys, but I'm not sure if it was on Chip
Whose channel?
Heartbody's channel or Goat's channel or whose channel. And I may have been on one of the channels from the people who've kind of gone away.
Mm-hmm.
Or not making videos anymore, not doing YouTube anymore, even though, I mean, I'm sure those guys are doing fine in life. I certainly hope so.
Is her channel still up?
But I know, do what?
Is her channel still up?
I don't think she did really motovlogging.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She rode, but I don't think she did motovlogging.
She rode and she did a bunch of hangouts, but yeah, I don't remember her having any videos.
Yeah.
She was talking about, if memory serves me correctly, I think she was talking about starting to do videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
kind
can't
of hit me. I was like, yeah. What got me was I was like, man, she was going through that with her husband who had died recently, and
how hard would it be for you to find that link to the information where you found out? Was it on Instagram?
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
Post a link if you can in the internal.
Instagram. Yeah, I was just like, man, that's
Well, that's kind of always the thing, isn't it? Somebody just drops off and you never know what happened to them.
Yeah, it's definitely happened more times than any of us can count.
I mean, there was rumors flying around that was it Billy Bean Moto had kicked the bucket. Turned out she had a baby.
Oh, yeah, the rumor mill will be the rumor mill. That's for sure.
There was a whole lot going on back end of that story with that girl. There's the link. This is.
Oh, okay. You got it in the.
That's Sarah OKC's channel, and then this is where I saw it, and I was like, I recognized her face, and I was like, what? And so then I went to her Instagram, and then I realized who it was. Scrolling down, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's her.
Mm-hmm. So I couldn't find any dates or, so her last post was May 27th, 2017. And then Sarah OKC posted, looks like, May 29th.
Gosh. Okay, yeah, her name was Kristen O'Donnell was her real name. This is all coming back to me now. Yeah, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
Where was she from?
She was super sweet, man.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Somewhere in the Midwest.
Looking for...
Kristen O'Donnell Memorial Fund on GoFundMe.
Okay.
What's the link to that?
I'll post it on the internal chat.
Yeah.
What a sad thing.
I wonder if it has any info there.
She was so pretty.
Yeah, she was so kind-hearted, man.
Apparently she had a Harley, or she was into Harleys.
Oh, she was from Tulsa. She
okay.
Far from you.
Yeah, 11 months ago.
Sunday, August 6th.
See if I can find an obituary here. Give me just a second.
Yeah, it sucks too because, look, she like $25 on her GoFundMe is kind of
a
shame.
Okay, 28-year-old Tulsa woman dies in motorcycle crash in Osage County, May 29th, 2017.
That is a posted. Oh, that's the date Sarah posted.
Okay, yeah. And Sarah is from Oklahoma as well, so this all it's all coming together here. Let's see. Man, what is going on here?
Yeah, man. I spent.
We into a culvert.
Yeah, man. I saw that and I was just kind of like thrown back a little bit because I was like, man, she used to hang out quite a bit with us.
Yeah. A 28-year-old Tulsa woman died Monday afternoon in a motorcycle crash in Osage County despite attempts at rescue by a Good Samaritan, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol reported. Kristen O'Donnell was driving north on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle on County Road 2255, 1.5 miles west of Avant, when she veered to the right and hit a culvert around 2:45 p.m., according to an OHP report. The motorcycle turned on its side and traveled another 80 feet before coming to rest again against a pipe fence. So she was pinned, apparently. She got pinned between the bike and the fence. A Good Samaritan stopped to pull the motorcycle off of O'Donnell, who was wearing a helmet, but troopers said paramedics pronounced her dead at the scene before 3:20 p.m. It's weird that paramedics are allowed to do that in Oklahoma. In Texas, you have to have a justice of the peace to do that. The cause of the crash itself remained unknown, at least at the time of this story that I'm reading. That is so sad.
Yep.
Well, that was out in the middle of nowhere, though. I'll bet it took paramedics forever to get there.
Right.
Avant's a tiny little town. I mean, it can't be more than 10 blocks.
Yeah, man. I don't even know how I ran across the post. It just came up, and then I was kind of like, man, why do I know this? Why do I recognize her face? And then I started going through it, and I was like, the fuck? Like, really? Like, yeah. It's just
yeah. She had a soft tail, big old soft tail that she was riding. Didn't look like she'd had it for very long. I'm kind of looking through her photos on Instagram. Yeah, so sad. Oh man.
Yeah.
So young.
And this goes back to that what I was saying, man. We meet all these people, man. They come into your life, and whether they're here for a little bit or whatever, they leave a mark on you.
Yeah, they do. We're all kind of interconnected with one another in some way or another. What is it? Something like they say there's 6 degrees of separation is slowly becoming 5 degrees of separation between any two human beings on the planet. Like
because of social media.
Yeah, social media probably has a lot to do with it. But
yeah, man, that's I don't know. That's the one thing, man. It's just fucking. I don't. You don't want to say it, but at the same time, like a lot of the people that have become close to, everyone rides, man. I don't know. Yeah.
Man.
Sorry to be the downer there, but
you just got to keep that close group of friends that checks on you.
Yeah.
Weird. I mean, we had a scare earlier this week where somebody reported a blue and white Gixxer down at the 22 and Hassler, which is
edgy.
a block from Edgy Throttle's house. And we were like, oh shit. We were calling him, we were texting him, we called his wife.
Yeah, I've had a couple people message me because there's not a lot of Triumphs riding around. And
yeah.
There was a couple that went down, or one of them went down or something. That people messaging me. I was like, yep, not me. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, it can be scary, especially, if it's somebody you know really well. But I think I think it's even scarier when people just drop off the face of the earth, and you're like, because I mean, we're like, if something happened to Tim, like, how long would it be before any of us actually found out about it? He's kind of over there in Texas all by himself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It makes you kind of wonder and think, like, what would you want done for you? Because the reality is, certain like this kind of went unnoticed, right? And no one, I didn't know about this, and from the looks of it, not many people knew about it, right? But other people who are, I would say, like probably anyone of us, it'd be a bit more noticeable, and there'd probably be more posts and more traction, and that's kind of the sad and the good and the sad part about it, like, you know, so when my nephew passed away, and then I was able to do the GoFundMe, or they did the GoFundMe, I was able to kind of promote it, and just me being as small as I am, I was able to get a lot of traction. Where we ended up with like a little over 25 grand or something like that. But then you see some people they just don't have that connection to be able to get the help like that. And so when you see her GoFundMe with $25, you're like, what the fuck? 25? That's it?
One person freaking contributed.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you a big part of that is just because they didn't get the word out. Nobody knew. None of us knew.
That's my point. That's exactly my point. So it's just such a fucking shame.
Well, not to leave you boys on a sad note, but it's 11:30 here, and I've got an early ride in the morning, so I'm going to check out for now.
All right, man.
Appreciate the link. Good hanging with you guys, and just a few more weeks, man.
I know it's coming quick. Was it how many weeks? Like, see,
5 more weeks?
Yeah,
like
5 or 6.
5, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
It will be here before we know it.
Yeah. Rudy, what up? Yeah, 6 weeks, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone's be hanging out again.
Crazy how quick this year is going by.
All right, boys.
This year went by quick as fuck. Crazy.
Later, have a good night.
All right. See you, Tim.
Good night, side chat. See you guys later.
Yeah, man, this year has gone by so fast. It's crazy.
Yeah. Too fast. I'm beginning to wonder if the years don't go by faster the older you get.
They do. I actually was reading a study about that, because as a kid, you feel like time goes by so slow, and it has to do with something about as you're a kid, you don't have the experiences yet in your life.
Oh, I read that article too. Something about, when you're one, a year is 100% of your life.
Exactly, yeah. So you don't have all these experiences in your life, and these different events that things go on, and as you get older, more, work and, parties and different things like that, that time starts feeling like it's going much faster for you. It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, not a lot you can do.
I mean, the on the upside, it's like almost tax time.
I know, right?
Taxes and bonuses are coming, and then I'm looking forward to tax season this year since I bought the house.
Yeah, you get to write off all that interest.
See how this works out.
Yeah.
I really want to rebuild one of the bathrooms here, so I'm like, maybe I'll have enough to do that and put a nice chunk of change down for solar panels and
there you go.
Something like that. Time is the biggest enemy. It doesn't stop, man.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't stop. It just keeps going no matter what.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this bike paid off.
How much do you owe?
It's like $1,500. Like, I could pay it off so easily if I could just get ahead on things, but fucking every time I'm about to get ahead on things, something happens.
Yeah, I paid off my bike at the beginning of the year.
My goal at the beginning of this year was to have the new bike before SCMM. And I had the money saved up to pay off the old one, plus make a down payment on a new one. And the transmission went out in my car. I had to have the transmission replaced.
Oof.
And that was freaking $4,500. I was like, dude, oh my god.
Yeah, that's a painful one.
Yeah. And it's like every time I get in that position, something happens. Right?
That's exactly what happened. That's the way life works, man. You save money, and it's like something happens. Something happens. I'm trying. Like right now, we're doing pretty good, so I'm trying to take advantage of still catching up on some things, so I can have like zero debt. Is where my goal is, other than the car and the house, so that I can get a little beater car for emergencies when I can't ride, and for whatever reason, rain or something.
Or you just don't want to ride. Like,
oh yeah, exactly. Or when you just want to drive to work, something. So I'm trying to do that, but I spent so much money moving into this house. Like, it's
not just the cost of the house that kills you; it's the cost of everything that comes after you bought it too.
yeah. So I mean, we haven't had too many issues. That was one of the reasons we bought this one. Is it was kind of ready to go.
Yeah, but renting moving trucks and buying furniture.
Moving costs, buying couches, beds, and dishes, and we spent a lot of money. So I'm just trying to catch up on a couple things, and then hopefully I'll be able to get the car. Once I get the car, then the bike is happening after that.
Oh yeah.
And then that was my question. I want to keep both bikes, and this is where my debate keeps coming back and forth. Like I want to have two bikes, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, how often will I really ride the other bike? So
yeah. See, if I could swing it right now, if I had a place to put two bikes, I'd keep the Ninja. Just because I think it'd be nice to have a cruiser bike and a sport bike. Cruiser for like the long distance runs, and then a sport bike just to have fun. Something I could drop and not give a shit. But at the same time, living in an apartment right now, I don't have a place to stash two bikes without one of them being easy to steal.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to run that risk.
Yeah, so that's where I've been thinking. Like my bike's paid off, so I don't think I'll get much for it. Maybe it's like $3,000. Maybe.
Yeah.
But $3,000 on a fucking, and then like another 1,002 for a down payment, and that other bike would be almost paid off already right off the bat, right out the gate.
Yeah, and see, that's what else I don't. I don't want to go into a bike, spending $12,000 and getting that shit financed for 6 freaking years.
Yep. But see, LA Jake says, yeah, that's exactly what my concern is okay, so I have two bikes, which is awesome. Like, that's fucking awesome to be able to say I own two bikes, but then it's like, well, how often am I actually going to ride both bikes?
Yeah.
Is the question. Is it going to be, is it worth me keeping it just for the sake of keeping it? See, on one hand, it's good because it's almost like having cash. So if something happened, like boom, I'll just sell the bike and then you'll have a couple grand if you needed it, right?
Yeah. Well, and it'd be nice, to be able to work on one and not be under all that pressure, if you got plans to go ride.
That's exactly that's another aspect. Or if you have, guest or visitor come down from another state.
Exactly.
You have a bike they can ride.
Yeah. Or just be able to switch it up every once in a while.
So I don't know. But I need to get another vehicle first. I wanted to get a truck. So that if I ever need to tow the truck to pick up the bike because it breaks down, I have a truck to pick it up in.
Yeah.
But fucking trucks are so expensive.
Oh, dude, they're ridiculous.
Like I was looking at trucks that are like $10,000 and they're like, 200,000 miles.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not like 10 years old and 200,000 miles. They're like 5 years old and 200,000 miles. So they beat the shit out of that truck.
That's exactly right. So, but I mean, they do get a lot of miles on them. But man,
Yeah. I do want a truck. Like, I'd take a truck over a car, but I don't want that payment that comes with having a truck.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like working on paying off the last something on the last. I still got some more debt, but the last part of it, pay it off and try to pay cash for it, so I don't have that hanging over me, and then I'd be more free to buy the bike that I want. I really want the Z900.
Tax season's going to be perfect for me because in February, well, in December, the bike's paid off. In February, my car's paid off.
Yeah.
Like, and then after that, I don't do credit cards. Like, I have one for emergencies,
Mhm.
actually only used for emergencies. But other than that, I don't have any debt other than my student loans. So
Yeah, that's nice.
after those two things are gone, it's whatever.
Well, yeah, that's February's tax time, and then our bonuses coming in March.
Yeah,
So-
I'm really kind of hoping this new company throws some money at us for sticking around.
Dude, my bonus this last year was 14.2%.
Nice.
It was pretty fucking crazy. I was like, holy shit. Except then you realize that state tax is 25%,
Yeah.
federal tax is 25%. So boom, 50% gone just in taxes.
Yeah. God, that shit drives me nuts. We get paid a bonus every month based on how much we bill. And there's times when I'll almost double my paycheck in bonus.
Yeah, that gets taken quick.
And then like I just look at it and like still like half my paycheck's gone in tax.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, seriously? Where's all this money go?
I know, man. I know. Right now, I still work 2 jobs. One job is just I get paid cash, and so that's the one that I use. I just throw all that money towards, um, paying off bills. That's extra on top of the normal payments. I just throw that shit on there, and that's what's been helping. But I don't want to do that job anymore. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like knocking some. I'm adulting finally. I'm finally learning how to adult correctly. Is what's happening.
Well, that's my thinking is I could trade my car in like right now. And I was like, okay, so if you get rid of the Mustang, you need to trade that shit in on something that's like 4 doors and hybrid. So you can go do Uber and make some extra money.
I did Uber. It wasn't very. I mean, it's okay, but I didn't really make. It really wasn't worth it for me to deal with people. To deal with people, that's what it was.
Yeah, if I could do it enough to just cover car payment, insurance, bike payment, I'd be super happy.
That was my goal with fucking YouTube, is trying to make enough just to cover a bike payment.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna ever fucking happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that ever happening. So I've given up on that, other than just doing YouTube to enjoy it, and that's it.
It's a fun hobby, but
Yeah.
I don't ever make any money off YouTube.
I mean, I still make stupid decisions. I bought this chair last week, the Titan.
You didn't buy Red's old chair?
Fuck no. I can't let him have a better chair than me. All the shit I get because he bought the S9 and I have the S8. I gave him a lot of shit because he had an old phone, so I guess I deserved it.
Yeah, I had the chair I stole from work when they were getting rid of furniture one day.
Work chairs, they spend so much money on those things, man.
No, right?
It's been like, that's why I was thinking about, like, I was wondering if I can talk my work into giving me one of these instead of the $500 shitty chair that they buy.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking dope if I can get them to buy one of these.
So one of my regular clients got on this big kick about stand-up desks and ergonomic chairs.
Yeah, we get that
was
too.
Like, and the boss, they were in there talking about it because, we were going to bring in some guys to set all these up and move their computers and monitors and shit. And he's like, I suppose you want a standing desk too. I'm like, well, since you're offering, yeah.
Yeah, we can get those too. We every year we have to do an ergonomic assessment at my work. My work's super big on anything OSHA related or any work related injuries. So
Yeah.
every year we have to do a self-assessment ergonomic thing, and then if we want something like that, we have a whole like ergo team that will come out and assess the situation. But standing work desks are really good for you, man.
Oh yeah. I don't sit down a whole lot at work anyway.
I
So
do.
I stand up and pace because I'm on the phone a lot.
Yeah, that's what I need to do when I'm in meetings. Is from my desk is just to stand up and do that. But
Man, it pisses my boss off because we'll be in like this meeting and I'll like go stand in the corner and lean against the wall or pace behind him or something. He gets so annoyed. He's like, dude, sit down. I'm like, no, I don't want to sit, man. I got to be up and moving.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get back on the YouTube stuff again, and now that everything's kind of settling down, I'm getting into a rhythm again.
Yeah, and I think YouTube's getting better about their algorithm too. I mean, it's still not
What it used to be.
but I mean, it was so easy to make money with YouTube before. People had to know it was going to come to an end at some point.
It was definitely much easier than it is now.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the guys that got in while the getting was good, but
Yep. I mean, I think I don't want to say that the opportunity's gone because it's still there, but I think you have to work
oh yeah,
like fucking 20 times harder to make that happen than what it used to be. And not to say that the people that are doing good now didn't put in the work and aren't putting in the work to maintain it. But you know, I think it is to grow the channel now is much harder than it was, you know, maybe 5 years ago.
yeah,
Even 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
yeah.
So
Because I'm serious. Even as a tiny channel, dude, I gotta fight for every sub that I have. It's like the subs just kind of trickle in 1 or 2 a month,
yeah,
and like there's like John or Warbeard got one of his videos. Something happened, but anyways, he started getting mad views and mad subs like all at once, just out of random. Don't know, no, couldn't figure out why. But you know, he doesn't put out videos very often. And then after that was all over, that went on for like 2 weeks or so. But then after that was over, like you started seeing the subs starting to leave.
yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, so I think consistency is still the key. My problem is I just, with all the changes at work, I haven't had a whole lot of time to put into YouTube lately.
Except for those guys over in Europe, those guys are assholes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck you.
What up, man?
Keep sending your immigrants over here. Fucking the orange face ones.
You wait, your wall's coming.
Your walls, because they got an ocean surrounding them. They're good.
That's true.
Yeah, we don't need a wall. We just need to stop Trump's helicopter coming in.
What you up to, man?
Right. It's all right. He's cool. We like Trump over here. We love a good comedian.
So do we.
How was that? The Fireblade.
Fast.
Fast. That's the word for it, huh?
I mean, I had to cut about probably 20 minutes out of that video that I couldn't use, just simply because it was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice bike. The gadgets on it, the traction control and the everything on it, the anti-wheelie and everything is just fantastic. I mean, if I had that power with none of those gadgets on there, I wouldn't have been able to do much with it. It would have slid all over the road because the roads are so bad that it would slide all over the road.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to take it on a track, see what it's like, because it was.
So did you just go? Did you just go out? Are you working with some fucking dealership now, or what's the deal?
No, I mean they've realised that they get some footfall out of it,
Mm-hmm.
So now, I mean, they're the dealer. I've had 9 bikes off of them, so they're a
Oh,
decent.
yes, you kind of have a little bit of a relationship with them
Yeah,
already. Yeah.
so they're a decent dealership anyway. And
See, that's what
they
I
just
was
throw the
gonna
keys
get
at me.
the Ducati, the V4, but then
Mm.
they got purchased by a different company.
All right.
Because I bought all my bikes from them, and then he was like, "Hey, we're getting the V4. Do you want to take it out and make a video with it? You can take it for the day." And I was like, "Fuck yes!" And then we were working on trying to figure out when to schedule it. And then he was like, "We have to put it on hold." And then he started telling me Del Llamo bought him out, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
I've been
Gutted.
Yeah,
Gutted. I'm out on another one today. I got another test ride today.
nice.
Hopefully, if I finish work early enough. He sent me the photos last night. They just got the monkey bike in.
What you should get a? Can you get a Z900? You should do a Z900.
It's only a Honda dealer.
Oh, okay.
All they do is Honda. I mean, there is another dealer near me. I'm going to go down there and have a word with them and see if I can convince them to pay me to do their bikes. That'd be nice.
Or at least get some gear out of it.
Yeah, get something out of it. I mean, the dealer I work with, they're pretty decent with me, so they give me good prices on the bikes and stuff like that. So I get out of it. I get money out of it that way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just throws the keys at me now when I walk in. So I've got a few lined up. I've got that. I think I'm going to do a CV650 500RR. There's not really a lot left to ride with Honda. I think we've pretty much ridden them all. Cross Tourer.
Well, they don't have the 600s anymore, right?
Nah,
So,
they've only got the 650s.
Yeah.
So I might do those.
But those are geared like nothing like a Super Sport.
No, they're more sort of like Sport Tourer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, they're still fun.
Yeah, a bit like the 675 Triumph. They're geared.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
so you know what? I'll help you drop your bike again when you come over. I'm not even going to try to help you find parts for it this time. I'll be like, you know what? You're on your own.
If I drop the bike for it this time, I'll never be able to pick it up. It's quite heavy.
Well, at least I'll have a good video watching you struggle.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a lot of scraping going on this year. I don't think the footballs are going to stand much chance. I mean, it's going to be fun, though.
Yeah, man. I was thinking we'll try to plan something like have people come over or try to plan a ride for those 2 days or one of those 2 days. Yeah. Do something. So that'll be cool. Should be fun.
Yeah, they chucked me out of my hotel now. They won't do
what?
2 months. The hotel I booked, the last one, the one I was trying to muck around with. Mm-hmm. They won't let me do 2 days. So I might have to stay in Redondo Beach rather than Manhattan.
Okay. Does that change your dates?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just that because
you wanted to go to a different hotel for one night.
Well, I had the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday booked. So I phoned them to change it to the Sunday, Monday, because obviously the Friday, Saturday, I'm with you guys. And they went, we got a 3-day policy. So I tried to drop it's going to spoil the YouTube filming end of the video. I had it all planned. I must have mentioned YouTube about 20 times in the email. And they went, yeah, we don't really care. It's 3-day policy. I was, all right, worth a try.
Yeah, it's actually a holiday weekend. I didn't realize that. So I have Monday off. So I'm calling. Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend.
All right. I dropped the bike off on Monday. So I got the bike Monday. Monday morning, I dropped the bike back to them.
Okay, yeah. So I'm
that's
calling
why
that Friday. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be fun either way. So.
Yeah. That may be good. It'd be a good laugh. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good one. I just get that feeling. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be slightly silly.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's a shame. A lot of people aren't gonna make it this year, but at the same time, I feel like on the plus side, it means more time with like the people we hang out with.
I mean, I know I spoke to Shade Tree. He can't make it, and Neil can't make it, and who else is gonna? Someone else said that. I can't even remember. Someone else said they can't make it.
Billy's not gonna
Billy,
be there.
yeah, Billy can't make it. Icy's not sure if he can make it. She's trying to get someone.
Midwest is gonna make it.
Oh, is she making it?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I'll bring a bottle of Jack Daniels in.
Yeah. bring her some 99 bananas.
Yeah. So no, she drinks that by the liter. Rather than she drinks that instead of water.
Yeah, that's how she hydrates.
Oh,
So,
damn.
Yeah, man, it's coming up quick. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun. I don't know. I just get the feeling this one's gonna be. There's something that's gonna happen that's gonna make me laugh. I mean, and it's not gonna be you and Kenny playing beer pong.
We did go hard with beer pong, though.
That was funny last year, especially considering I was 100% sober watching that.
Oh, I was pretty sober.
You wasn't.
I was pretty sober.
You and Kenny were nowhere near sober. I've never seen such dramatic arguments over red plastic cups.
About who's gonna drink the Jack Daniel one.
Yeah.
I was like, that's your idea. You fucking drink it.
Such competition.
Did not drink it.
It was like one of those scenes from like the casinos in any films where they're going mad, where the guy's on a roll and the whole tables, everyone's gathered around the table.
We had a little crowd going on.
Oh, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to steal the free drinks.
Probably. They want to spend money on. We spent a lot of money on alcohol. I don't expect anything less happening this year, though.
No.
So.
Well, I should be drinking this year, not to your standards, but I'll be drinking.
Well, we know what happens when people come from overseas and try to drink to our standards. They end up
drinking in a civilized manner.
Civilized, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, civilized. No, I drank to your standards the first year. That didn't go well.
You seemed all right.
Yeah, until the Saturday. And having to ride in that, what was it, 108, 107 with a hangover. It was not pleasant. One of my worst experiences.
Well, we can always drive down to the.
Well, Red's driving, isn't he?
He is, yeah. I don't know. Tim's gonna may do like instead of going to the Chaparral, he may do like go for a ride up to like Arrowhead or something like that. So that's kind of tempting.
Yeah,
actually go do some riding with people that we don't get to ride. You make some videos. That's something that I've always wanted to do, and it never happens.
Yeah,
to be able to make some videos together with everyone, and then enough that we can post some videos, for the next few months. And I haven't been able to do that with anybody, so because they're always too drunk or it's too fucking hot to ride.
Mainly drunk,
yeah. But I don't drink, so.
Yeah, no, we'll keep that under our hat. Yeah, it'd be nice. Hopefully, I can meet up. What I'm going to do is try and release what I'm doing. I'm going to do it all on Instagram probably while I'm there, like the routes I'm going to do. So if anyone wants to come out and just ride, they can just ride.
Yeah.
It's just like filling the gaps between the places.
Well, I'm taking so after SCMM, I have Monday and Tuesday off. So I don't know how far. I don't know how far you're going.
I'm going from Palm Springs. I go to Kingman in Arizona.
Oh no, not doing that.
Yeah, and then from Arizona I go up into Utah, and I got 2 nights in Zion National Park.
Oh, you're gonna like that.
Yeah, and then I head from there through Vegas.
Oh, you're doing that all alone too, huh?
Yeah, back to Barstow. I got a night in Barstow in one of the shittiest motels you'll ever see.
I don't know. I've been in some pretty shitty hotels. So
it looks cool though. It looks cool. It's one of those. It hasn't changed since like probably 1950. So it's quite cool and quirky, but it's very cheap. So I'm expecting there's going to be some kind of gunfights going on.
I wish I could take that whole week off, man. That would be dope to go ride with you, do all that shit.
Then I go from Barstow to you. 2 nights with you guys, and then down to the beach, drop the bike off, and then I don't know after that, plane home, I suppose.
Red's probably going to come over on Saturday because I think he works Friday. So we'll
Okay.
figure something out. I'm just gonna call out Friday. So if you want to show up early on Friday, we can probably go get some riding in.
Yeah. Well, if I leave Barstow, what, 9 o'clock? I don't know how long it takes to get to your place. 2 hours, 3 hours.
Barstow. Let me bring it up. I'll tell you.
So I figured since I'm on a
Should be about an
bus,
hour and a half.
I might as well do a bit of Route 66. It's got to be done, isn't it? Got to tick that one off as soon as I'm on a Harley.
We can go up. I've never done Palomar Mountain, but Palomar is legit. Yeah, that's it's about 2 hours. So yeah.
Oh.
So I'll come. I'll probably come home. I'm not gonna go work on Friday. I'm just gonna call in and make it a 4-day weekend. So
Yeah.
if you come early, we can chill a little bit, then maybe go
Yeah.
ride, and then
Just let me
come
know
back
what
and
you're going to do. Even if you want to work, I can just go
chill.
later.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I can go and ride the mountains and then back into your place, sort of thing, later in the day. It's not.
Yeah, but
I'm a nomad.
I'd like to get some riding in. Really, I haven't been able to really. I haven't, other than a couple weeks ago. I took Kenny and them up to Lake Arrowhead. That was like the only fun riding I've been doing other than commuting. So
Yeah.
I haven't really explored anything where I'm at. But
All right. It's nice around there.
yeah, there's some areas around here that seem like they'd be pretty
Yeah.
fun to go do.
We're just riding into places like Idlewild.
I haven't even been there. That's another thing me and Tim were talking about. And I think Idlewild is pretty close to me as well.
Yeah, it's not too far because when I did the route I started in I think it's Banning,
Banning's good.
and then rode through to Palm Desert, all the way through that range there where you are, and you pass the sign where you cross the 74.
Yep.
Which is on the way to you.
Yeah.
So that's a nice road, and it's just Idlewild just got some nice places to have a coffee and chill out.
Yeah, I'd be totally down to do that.
Yeah, it's a really nice town.
We'll figure something out for sure.
And the roads are really nice. That's where I rode the BMW the first year. Where went past that guy on the sports bar. I forget what he was on.
Oh, in Idlewild?
Yeah, you get a few people up there. If you can get a nice break in the traffic and you hit the bends nicely, they're really nice.
Well, if we do it during Friday, that's a work day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to be going around the bends. I don't know if the bike even will go around bends. I don't think it was made to go around bends. It will go around bends, but I'm not sure what sort of noises it's going to make.
You're gonna do over 1,000 miles, huh?
Yeah, I'm doing about 300 a day.
Oh, it's gonna be
Apart from
nice.
that last
Dude,
day.
you're gonna fucking. Oh, I'm jealous, man. That's such a fucking nice deal.
Yeah, I just think I tried to stay in where the heat is, but
I see this. I'm noticing this.
Yeah, because I don't want to take any stuff. I just want to take minimal amount of equipment because I was going to head north from Palm Springs, go up to
cold.
like Canada, and then down Highway 1. But then I figured I've got to bring all my gear then.
Yeah, because it gets a little colder up there.
Yeah, so I figured I'd stay where the heat is, and that way, all I've got to worry about is water, really.
How far am I from Vegas?
See, I don't even really want to go through Vegas. I want to avoid it, but it's going to look good on the video. So you've got to ride through the center, haven't you?
I'm 4 hours.
I think the route I'm taking up to Zion, I think I go through, I think it's Lake Havasu. I'm going to go through and then into over the Hoover Dam around that way, and then Grand Canyon, and then cut through. So hopefully the camera doesn't die.
The Grand Canyon is going to be nice.
I mean, I've done the Grand Canyon before, but I'm trying to find those little spots, the ones you don't really see, about, the hidden ones. That's what I'm looking for, those little hidden gems. But you never know. Anyway, I've got to go because I've got to go to work. I only popped on for 10 minutes to say hello. Someone said Barstow sucks. That's why I'm only staying there for one night. It's just a stop up. What I did was just basically from Zion look about how far I want to ride and what's on the way. And I thought I'd do Barstow because then it's got Route 66 written on the floor. I can take a photo of that and then bugger off. I'll only be there in one night and then go. I'm sure Kingman sucks as well. because the hotels are so cheap. Because I save
Yeah,
my
that's a
money
good-
on those hotels, so I can spend the money on the hotels where I want to stay.
That's a good way to tell the area.
Yeah, I mean the
The
hotel I'm
only
staying
costs
at
$40,
is,
$50 a
I
night.
think it's $50.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty area.
Yeah, I think I got 2 hotels that are about $50 a night. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, that's good for the trip though.
Yeah, it was only a stopover. I figure I'll probably get there about 6 o'clock in the evening. So it's just go out, get something to eat. What I did was look around to see what restaurants were around and everything like that. So everything's inconvenience to me. So I can just go out, get something to eat, go back, fall asleep, get up in the morning, and then off we go.
Have you gone out to like Slab City or anything like that? I mean, when you're going up to Arizona, it might be a fun
Where's that?
Slab City.
Yeah.
It's an area where people go that don't want to be associated with other people.
All right.
It's like a little city in the middle of nowhere that people. I don't know how to explain it. It's just go on YouTube and look up Slab City. You're gonna be like,
I'll
It's
look
the
at that.
homeless people in Cameron.
Nice.
pretty much. It's not. Yes.
Sounds appealing.
Just look it up. It's an interesting place.
Sounds like Palm Springs.
Kind of crazy.
There's a lot of leathery people out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, should be fun. I want to go on, take a ride out when we get to Palm Springs on the Friday as well. Because a lot of us are going Thursday, aren't we? So Friday. Once
Yeah,
we all
man.
once we all clear our heads a bit.
I'm down with that.
So, well, the two options for me are either Salton Sea or Joshua Tree Park.
On Friday?
Yeah. Because
There's not
we
really
nothing,
to see.
Oh yeah,
nothing to
Joshua
do
Tree.
with it.
Joshua Tree's not very far, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Is that like an hour?
Yeah,
Never-
Salton Sea is only about 60 miles or 70 miles or something.
Yeah. It's not.
So it's just a toss up of what we fancy doing on the day. But
Well, if you're
definitely
going
need
to
to go out
Joshua
on Friday.
Tree, Slab City's right on the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's a little off.
I mean, it's a little off, but I mean, like 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, the Joshua Tree's only an
We'll probably
hour.
work it out when we get there.
Yeah, Joshua Tree's only an hour away.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's like 49 minutes.
Yeah.
Just be cool to do something on the Friday, get a few of us together and go out for a ride.
Yeah, I like that
Anyway,
idea.
I've got to go to work. I'm going to be late and they're going to book me.
All right, man.
All right, take it easy. Nice to speak to you.
Later.
I'll speak to you soon. See you later. See you later, Chucks.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Man, now I'm getting more excited about this.
Yeah. It's always fun getting everybody together.
It is, man. It really is.
Well,
So
that's
this-
riding the Joshua Tree is going to be hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my summer gear this time. I was thinking about getting a cooling vest. They're not that expensive for just a cheap cooling vest, and
Got to be better than nothing.
I can't imagine. I don't understand how they work, but it's you know,
It's water, dude.
no, like it's just a. I'll show you.
Well, yeah, it's like a sponge vest. It just holds water.
Yeah, this thing. Oh shit! What the hell? That's a weird link. One of these.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Zizek's out there.
Who?
Zizek's Road, there's like an abandoned health spa off that road. It's just out in the middle of the desert. I think it's after Barstow. But there's like an abandoned, like they have like a whole big health spa retreat compound kind of thing out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all abandoned now. Like there's nobody out there. But I mean, if you're out there looking at like desolate shit, then yeah, it'd be a cool place to stop.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna buy one of these vests. It'll be perfect for this type of event.
Fuck, hit them up, see if they'll sponsor you, get one for free.
I mean, they're pretty cheap. They're only $29. I swear they used to be more expensive.
See if they'll sell them to you for 15 and sell them at SCMM, you'll probably make a fortune.
Probably. Just ride in the tank top and shorts, like Jixer riders do.
With your chanclas.
You're right. It is better than steaming vegetables like I did. Well, that's 2 years ago now. I think 2 years ago. I don't remember. I have to hit a Rev Bomb, see if he's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's another dude that hasn't been around very much anymore.
He's working, man. Working.
Yeah, that worked. We all just need to win the lottery so we don't have to work no more.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. Just ride all the time. That's it. Won't that be the life? Ride. Just
No doubt.
new bikes all the time.
Like, I think I'm going to go make a video today, and I don't really care if it makes any money or not.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if people like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be nice. But man, now I'm getting excited. Even though I'm staying at the fucking Desert Lodge, whatever.
You're staying at the Desert Lodge?
Yeah.
Hope your air conditioning works.
We've stayed at the same room for the past, this is gonna be 5 years now? 4 years? 4 years? It's fourth.
I think.
No, this will be the fourth. Yeah, because we had LA to SD4. And we did LA to SD before SCMM, so this will be the fourth one.
Nice.
Dude, if we do LA to SD again, that'll be 5 years.
Got to do it again.
That's fucking insane.
Even if Bash doesn't do it, you got to get somebody else to come in and help. Or a couple of different people to come in and help.
Yeah. That's a good event, man. It's turned into something.
Yeah. Just hope the cops don't decide to raid it again.
I've already had a few people asking for dates, and I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that.
Dude, the old one just happened.
Like, we don't even start thinking about it till maybe a month after SCMM.
Yeah.
A big help for us has always been the Teespring. Teespring's helped us give us some cash to organize things and help push sponsorships and so I'm always worried on how the Teespring's gonna go. Maybe we don't make a lot, but it definitely helps get stuff done.
Well, at least it gets, the word out. Get something.
What's going on, Mackenzie? Not much, man. Just hanging out. Yeah, it gets the word out. Man, this last time I ran into so many people afterwards that, just out and about, they wear the hoodie and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The year before, people got a little butthurt because we put our names on the hoodie.
Oh,
so some people got a little butthurt about it. But that's why we didn't do it this year. I was like, oh, we'll just make up a logo. And then, it takes time to fucking design the damn things because I'm no expert.
Oh, yeah.
This year, DSG hooked it up. He's the one that designed the logo. So, I thought it was dope.
Nice. Yeah, those hoodies are really comfortable for some reason.
They are super comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. For some reason, they seem just heavy enough to keep you warm, but they're also not
too hot.
Really warm.
Yeah. No, I fucking rock them all the time. That's pretty much my entire sweater collection is LA to SD, Ninja Tom, and shit like that. That's my entire sweater collection.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it is for.
They have good sweaters. They got good hoodies.
Yeah, for cheap. So
Red is probably working right now.
Yeah, Red's DJing some of that. He just posted to Instagram not too long ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, on his other Instagram.
Oh, his new one?
Yeah.
He
said he was DJing something.
Oh, I see it. The White House. Laguna Beach.
Man, there's gonna be some hot bitches there. All the hot white girls hang out in Laguna Beach.
Huh. It says featuring. Hey, let's get his name out there.
Yeah, Well, and that's how it starts. You do a bunch of those featurings, and pretty soon you're the headliner guy.
Yeah. But anyways, well, I don't know, man. They could call it a little early again.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people watching today.
Yeah.
I believe X1. Since
Huh?
X1 should have baked some brownies for everybody in the side chat. So more people would showed up and had us a little bake sale.
Bake sale.
But he didn't do it, and there's nobody here.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on him. That's exactly what's happening. So, anyways, I'll probably just edit. I'm gonna try to get another video out Monday. We went to 7-Eleven and filled up a helmet with a Slurpee.
I mean,
The dude didn't want to let us do it, so he charged us $20 to fill up
What?
a fucking $20 in Slurpee.
What?
Yeah, we were like $10, and he's like, no, and then he's like 20. I was like, fuck it, we'll do 20.
Damn. I forgot all about that 7-Eleven day until after it was over. Like, free Slurping or free hot dog would have been my lunch for a day.
Yeah, and then we tried that Captain Crunch. This was disgusting.
They make a Captain Crunch Slurpee?
Yeah, they have a Captain Crunch Slurpee now, and it's gross. It tastes like you're drinking vape juice.
Ew.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound good. I usually just get the watermelon and whatever the blue flavor is and mix it together.
You know what? Ever since I started going to Sonic, 7-Eleven just doesn't hold it anymore.
Yeah, Sonic's got good shit.
And you hit them up during happy hour,
Mm-hmm.
golden. Sonic is so good because they put real fruit in there, and
Yeah, I'm surprised Sonic hasn't caught on more on the West Coast. Like in the Midwest, you see Sonics everywhere. Like any small town with more than like 4 people in it has a Sonic.
you notice they stopped doing the roller skates.
Did they? Last time I went to Sonic was down in San Diego with Captain Bagger, and they still had chicks on roller skates.
Yeah, in East County.
Yeah, I think so. It was not far from your house.
Yeah, it was in East County.
Yeah, but yeah, they had roller skates back then. Probably had too many of them girls falling and cracking their skulls on that concrete. Or they had a bunch of people applying that didn't know how to roller skate. So I don't know. Fast food's rough.
Yeah.
You go back to fast food.
Oh, he said in Corona they still do. Mackenzie, maybe we can figure something out. So, did you move to North Dakota already, or are you leaving to North Dakota? Get red out there. Go for a ride. I've done that once where there was a fan. It was weird because she was younger, but she was talking with Cassie, the Glitter Ninja. Most people know her by. So they were talking, but I guess she was into motovlogging, and so then they met, and then she came down with her family from Atlanta, and they were down in San Diego, and so we went down. It was me, Malcolm, and like one other person. I remember we went down to see her. Her dad was like super like happy that we went down there, say hi, and hung out, had some ice cream. Kind of cool.
All the way from Atlanta.
Yeah, they were here in Atlanta, and they were like, "Oh, can you guys come out?" Blah blah blah. So I was like, "Fuck it, coming down, might as well."
Yeah, like there's a Warbeard and I and a couple of Chris. We're gonna do an Iron Butt next summer. Is it 1,500 miles in 36 hours?
1,500 miles?
Yeah.
You guys are doing the crazy one, okay?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, we gotta if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it to where.
If I have my new bike by then, I'm in.
Yeah, well, so
the bike won't make it.
We're gonna do from my house to my parents' house in Kansas. It's because it's exactly 1,510 miles, and then along the way we're gonna stop. There's another moto vlogger And
Oh,
so
wait.
I want to stop in Kansas City and see Walterific. Texas is on the way, so we can stop through and see Tim. You know,
Mm.
I was like, if we're going to do that shit, and we can stay with my parents, so we don't have to get a hotel.
So how many days are you going to take to come back?
Coming back is going to be a relaxing trip. I look for it to take 2 or 3 days. Come back. I'm not gonna,
even that is pushing it for 1,500 miles.
yeah, well, I'm not going to haul ass out there and then haul ass back.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm going to set aside some money to where if we don't feel like riding back, we just rent a U-Haul and throw the bikes.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Mackenzie, for the $10. Appreciate it.
Yeah, making some money.
Have a good night, man. Yeah, that would be fun, man. I'd be down for something like that. I know Kenny would be down. Kenny's down for long rides, man.
My goal is
that dude is a beast, man. He don't fuck around, dude. I don't know how he does it. Like, he did the 1,000, a little over 1,000 miles from Seattle or from Oregon. Where do we stay in? What's that main city in Oregon?
Portland?
Yeah. So he went from Portland to San Diego in 24 hours.
Jesus. On an R1?
On an R1. And he just pulls over at like a 7-Eleven and sleeps for an hour on a bench. I'm like, bro.
That's the way to do it, man.
I did when we did it, we made it from Seattle to San Jose or just past San Jose. Stockton. Did we make it to Stockton? I think we made it to Stockton before I had to tap out. So we were at like 850, 900 miles.
You only had to do your ticket gas to go, and you made it.
I was falling asleep on the bike.
Yeah,
I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I had drank in a 5-hour. I drank a pre-workout drink, like the full bottle of a pre-workout drink. I drank a Red Bull, and none of that was helping. And so that's when then I was like, if this shit ain't helping me, then I'm done. I'm not gonna make it. Capo, what up, man?
Now everybody starts showing up.
Yeah.
What happens when you threaten to leave early?
You want to jump in, Capo? Yeah, man. Python the run. What up, man? I ran into him at IMS.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that was rough, man. I took a nap at a rest stop, like an hour, and then I took a nap at like I don't remember. We pulled over to a gas station, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap on this bus stop right here. It was like midnight, and I was fucking sleeping on the bus stop.
Nice.
But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Like I was.
Yeah, it's rough. But like I was telling those guys, man, if you're gonna do 1,000 or 1,500 miles in a day, I just don't want to drive somewhere to just turn around and come right back. Like if you do like 500 up and 500 down. Like
yeah.
I mean, I think it would be easier if you had like a destination where you could go, stop, relax for a few days, and then kind of ease your way back.
Have you done a ride like that before?
Hell no. The furthest I've ridden on a motorcycle is whichever's further, San Diego or Palm Springs. Well,
the biggest thing I learned, and oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna send you to your email, Capo. One of the things is these are my lessons is when you feel like you need to stop, you stop. But when you stop, you don't stop for more than like 20 minutes because your legs start hurting and you don't want to get back on the bike. So you make the stops short. You take as many stops as you need, but you make the stops short. And the problem is depending on who's riding with you also. So Kenny, man, you're stopping every fucking 100 miles.
Yeah, well, see, we're gonna have at least one sport bike with us because Fullpin wants to do it.
Yeah, so depending on the sports bike, you're going to be stopping at least every 130 miles.
Yeah.
So, Dude, and we made this one stop, and it had some questionable fucking rest stop food, man. Like rolling the dice here, hoping that you're not gonna get bubble guts. By far, my favorite gas station was that Easy Market or something Market? I forgot what it was called. Fresh Market. I don't remember. This is this gas station. They all have markets in them. Those were dope. Those were fucking. Those were nice to stop at when you could find those.
The trick is to stop at a truck stop with like big trucks and shit.
Oh, because they have a nice market.
Because they have really nice convenience stores.
See, the problem also is what your plan is. You're gonna get stuck in traffic eventually, and you can't lane split.
No, well, because the route we were planning on taking, there's only 3 major cities. So you'll go LA, you'll start, and then after that, it's Albuquerque and Flagstaff are the only major cities you're going to hit. So depending on when you leave, and neither Albuquerque nor Flagstaff have huge traffic problems, and the freeway goes right through them. So as long as you don't hit them at like rush hour, not going to have the problem. But if you do happen to hit one at rush hour, you might have a little bit of a problem, but probably nothing too bad.
Yeah. But that sounds fun, man. I'd be down to do a ride like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because they're all like, well, we'll just drive up to Stockton or something and turn around and come back. I'm like, dude, I don't want to drive somewhere, turn around and come right back the same way we just came. Like, if you're going to do it.
Make a trip out of it.
Yeah, and go somewhere you've never been before. And that was the other thing. Like I think it's Chris and John have never actually, like, driven out of California.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, you guys are missing so much. But fun thing is John's big thing is he wants to hit a state where they don't have a helmet law, so he can at least ride once without a helmet.
Well, there's Nevada. Go through Nevada.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever you want to do, dude. I'm down.
I mean, the one thing you guys really have to make sure is everyone has enough money in case shit happens and you break down.
Well, and that's what I told, that especially fucking Warbeard. I was like, you got to maintain your shit. I mean, you need a new chain.
Because my bike broke down on the way up, and we had to figure. Well, I mean, we were able to fix it, but that's a big thing. Is if your bike goes down, you're in the fucking middle. You're somewhere you don't know. You got to have money to be able to fix that like right away. It's gonna cost you a fucking $500. You got to have the $500,000, whatever it's going to cost to get it fixed, because you got to ride it back home.
Yeah, and you got to spend some time before you even start
maintenance. Yep,
getting it all prepared. I mean, you need to.
That helped. That's where I got that was cool. That South Bay sponsored me with all that for my trip. They covered all my maintenance before the trip and took care of it for me.
Yeah, that would be super awesome to find a sponsor for that. But yeah, dude, I had it all planned. The weekend before, tearing down bikes and doing whatever maintenance they need to be, or putting them in the shop, getting all the, if they needed a major maintenance, getting that done beforehand. Making sure chains were good,
brakes, tires, chains, fucking oil changes.
Yep.
Spark plugs, fucking
once we
air filters, everything.
Because you're gonna have to do maintenance once you get there too. Because you're gonna need, at the very least, a chain lube when you get there, and probably.
Well, you take chain lube with you so you could spray it every few hundred miles. At least spray it down.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to clean it, but at least you can keep it lubed.
Yeah. But at some point, you might need an adjustment when you get there, depending on how old.
Yes. Yep.
So, and my dad's got a garage with tools, and he doesn't have a lift, but.
Well, that's the good thing is when you go with a lot of people, you can take more tools.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not you just taking all the tools. You could take a couple tools. The other person take a couple tools. Someone bring a torque wrench. Someone bring fucking a breaker bar. Someone else bring, So it works out.
Yeah.
And Allen keys. You need Allen keys.
It'll be a fun trip. It'll be a super fun trip.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun going up to Seattle. That was by far probably one of my most favorite trips I've ever taken. Is doing that. That was something else, man.
Yeah, and it'll be nice not to have to spend money on hotels and shit while we're there.
Yeah, just on the way back.
Yeah, just on the way back. But I figure take a week or two off work, maybe a week and a half. Right up there, super quick, get that out of the way, and then just relax on the way back.
Mm-hmm. Then you gotta make sure you get gas receipts all the way up too.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, show.
God, that sounds like so much fun. So about 3,000 miles altogether.
Yeah, roughly.
Probably a little more because you're probably not gonna come back the exact same route.
Yeah, so coming back, there's some options. If you taking the route I had planned, it's 1,510 miles. The most direct way brings you across 70 through Colorado to a little ways south of Salt Lake City and then down to 15.
Colorado would be beautiful.
1,500 or 1,210 miles, but you have to drive over the mountains outside of Denver.
It'd be high as fuck. Bikes are gonna be running fucking shitty.
Yeah, and granted, it's only a little bit, but man, last time I drove home, it was May, and I ran into a freaking blizzard on top of that mountain.
I rode CVO. I rode from San Diego to Seattle. We did that in 2 days, and then on the way back, we rode from Seattle to Stockton in 1 day, and then back to San Diego the next day. So, no, we took 3 days to get up to Seattle. I think, yeah, because we went to we stopped in San Francisco, then we stopped in Eureka. Oh no, did we take 4? So we stopped in San Francisco. We stopped in Eureka, we stopped in Portland, and then we hit Seattle. So 4 days.
Yeah, Portland's nice.
Yeah, it's not where we stayed. We stayed in a shitty ass fucking. I don't know. We left that part up to DSG, I think, or I don't know. We just didn't book a room, or I don't know what happened. And we were like, when we got off the freeway, we were like, "Oh, this is nice," and then we're like, "All right, let's go to the hotel." And then the hotel was like fucking 15 miles away from where we were. And then we're like, this is fucking shitty.
Nice.
I mean, my favorite part about that whole trip was not having any itinerary. And some people can't do that. Some people need an itinerary to fucking to plan a trip. And the only thing we knew was that we were going to stop in San Francisco. We knew we were going to stop in Portland and Seattle, and beyond that, we didn't know what the plan. We didn't have any plans for the day. We were like, we're gonna go wherever the road takes us. We're gonna do whatever. The thing was, we did have to tell ourselves to stopping because we kept stopping to take pictures and drone shots, and you can't. You won't ever make it there if you keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm not a big itinerary fan. I'm like, we need to be here by this time. Make our goal. Other than that,
yeah. So that was my favorite thing of not. It's very freeing to not have any plans or to not have any where you need to be. It's really cool. Was Portland weird? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't know it was the strip club capital though. There's a lot of strip clubs.
I thought Vegas would take that, but
there's a lot of strip clubs out there.
You know what it is? It's that lumber industry. All those loggers come into town.
Oh yeah, and LA Jixer, yeah, and no tickets. Yeah, we only got pulled over once, but we didn't get a ticket.
What did they pull you over for? Speeding?
Splitting lanes.
Oh, forgot you weren't in California anymore.
No, we knew we were not in California, but there was so much traffic. We were like, "Fuck this." So someone called the cops on us.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't talk about that, X. I cannot confirm nor deny that any of that happened. But dude, that's it. Doing stuff like that, it's such an experience, man. It's amazing.
It's like a bucket list thing. Something
It really is. It really is.
You know, like, yeah, I wrote it. It's kind of like when our parents tell us how they hitchhiked somewhere sometime. We're like, you're crazy.
Well, my favorite part is I have it on video, so I can go back and watch this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's all documented.
You show all the people in the nursing home when you get older.
Yeah, yeah.
Want to see the video of our
I haven't even finished editing all the Seattle footage. I have another 2 days, I think, of footage. Us in Seattle, like doing the touristy shit, and then on the way back, I made one last video, and I still never fucking finished that.
Yeah. It's hard, man. That much footage?
We took hard drives. So I bought a terabyte hard drive, and I took that with us. We bought a cheap laptop, and that's how we dumped all the footage. I actually bought this little device. It's a mobile hotspot, but it's not really a hotspot. It's just a mobile router where you can put memory cards into it. And so then you can put the memory card into it and transfer it to another hard drive,
Right.
or you can transfer it wirelessly to something else. So, what does it do? I forgot. I bought it. And so you can even, like, if I tether my phone to it, then it's like a router, and everyone can get internet off of it. So if you had like unlimited data, you could do it that way. Or if you wanted to watch your footage, you plug the USB in, connect to it, or plug the memory card into it and connect to the router, and you can watch all the files wirelessly. It was pretty dope. Yeah, when Midwest ordered pizza for us, that was pretty fun. There was when we woke up that morning, Kenny threw his pizza everywhere. There was pizza by the TV stand. There was pizza on the floor. Kenny was just eating it and throwing it. He was so fucking drunk.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, that was such a good time. That's by far one of my favorite times on a bike. Period. That was such a crazy fucking time.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's gonna be an adventure. I'm all about adventures.
That's definitely a good way of an adventure. It's definitely what it is. For sure. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. Keep me updated, man. Hopefully, I have a bike by then or something.
When we get a little bit further along in the plans,
Yeah.
I just got to make sure I have a different bike because I don't think the 300 is going to make that trip.
Oh, it'll make it. It might struggle.
I don't know, man. 36 hours at 10,000 RPM.
Yeah, that's why I want the Z900. Is more for commuting, and then you have all that power still.
Yeah.
It's still a sporty, naked bike.
Yeah, and it's still, you can still have fun with it if you want to. And yeah, that's why those FCO7s are so popular.
I would do the FCO7. I feel though it's a little underpowered for what I want it for.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already had a 650, and I'm imagining it's closer to the 650. So the FCO7. I'm looking at getting a Z900. That's what I want for our next bike.
We had a kid that was riding with us that was on a Z, I don't know if it's a 600 or a 650.
The new ones, they look fucking sick.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent bike. It was sad when he wrecked it. But
yeah. The new ones look really fucking nice, man.
Yeah, they got
the Z650
ladder frame like the H2.
Yep. When I saw the design, I was like, "What? That's fucking dope." And they're good price. I think they only run about $6-7 grand.
Oh yeah, and they're cheap. X, I'm looking at Well, right now, I'm kind of debating between an R6 and an Indian Scout bobber.
Indian Scouts are fucking nice.
The Indian Scout is leading by far. Every
Those
time
are sexy.
get off my bike after a long ride, my back's like, you're too old for this shit.
The new ones look fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be where it's at, and it's still 100 horsepower, so it's still kind of got that kind of sport bike get up and go to it.
Oh, it's only it's about 1,200, so probably about 13,000 out the door.
Yeah, and it's comfy. I hear the seat's not too comfy, but the seat can be replaced, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, the Scouts look fucking. I like them.
I'm thinking the
I love
Scout's going to be about the closest thing I can get between halfway sport bike and halfway cruiser. So, and Tony Carvajal's got his Scout souped up pretty badass. So I was like, yeah, that may be where it's at.
FTR 1,200. What the hell is that?
No FTR 1200. Too dirt bike-ish.
Oh, is that like a scrambler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eh. That's gonna be expensive, I bet.
Probably.
Oh yeah, it's like a scrambler.
Yeah. It's got that weird exhaust that like your leg is going to be sitting on.
Touching it, yeah. I'm looking at it. It looks fun though.
Yeah, it looks all right for like a city bike. Like I wouldn't want one of those for like a long distance ride.
Yeah.
But like a just getting around town, like a to work and back bike, or to the coffee shop and back, since that's something hipsters are going to be all over.
Taco Bell riders.
Yeah, no, I think the Indian Scout's going to be where it's at.
Yeah, that Scout's definitely a nice bike.
Yeah, but Jesus, man, I thought aftermarket parts were expensive for sport bikes. Holy crap. Aftermarket parts for a cruiser bike are ridiculously expensive. So I was looking at the Vance and Hines exhaust that Tony Carvajal put on his. Things like $1,500 for the full system. And it's
That sounds about right for any bike to get a full system.
no, man, you can get an Akrapovic for a 636 for like 900.
Really?
Yeah. But I was like, there's nothing to the exhaust, you know, at least on a sport bike exhaust, there's, you know, 4 header pipes and there's 2 collectors that bring it down into 1 pipe.
Yeah, the Z900, the four header. I was down at I don't know what bike shop I was at, and I was talking. They don't sell Kawasaki's, and I was talking to one of the guys, and he's like, "Oh, that's what I got." And then I was like, "Well, what the fuck are we doing in here then?" So I went out and looked at his bike. They're so quiet though. Like he even had I forgot what exhaust he had on it. It's definitely quiet, but whatever. It looks like a fucking beautiful bike.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if everything works out, that'll be in my garage. I gotta find a test ride. I do want to go test ride it.
Go to Delamo and test drive.
Yeah, I'm sure if I hit them up, they'll let me test ride it. They had one, and then I had to get them to bring it down just so I can look at it because they didn't have it on the floor. Like, how do you not have this on the fucking floor?
The one here in Orange County has tons of them out on the floor.
Yeah?
Yeah. At least last time I was there.
You gotta tell Red when he gets one in to let me know.
Yeah. No kidding, right?
Yeah. Like, let's go for a ride.
900. I didn't get one of those. Although if those bikes are comfortable enough, you may not see a whole lot of used ones out on the market.
Yep, that is true. This is their second year making it, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Second or third.
Because they got rid of the Z1000 and they got rid of that Z800, and now they only make the Z900. Anyone ever lowered their foot pegs? No, we're not as tall as you.
Man, Chris, how you going to tear up them canyons if you lower your foot pegs?
Can't you just get on? Yeah, can't you just get like clip-ons or and then change them out?
What, for the Indian?
No, for him, for lowering his foot pegs.
Oh, that dude don't need to lower his foot pegs.
I think you're screwed no matter what bike you ride.
Exactly. But we took him. We were looking at cruiser bikes. We had to find like the biggest cruiser bike. It was me, him, and Sad. And we were at
The Boulevard.
up by Sad's house. Like these big ass cruiser bikes, they all look huge, and then he sits on them and
It's tiny.
we're like, damn, dude.
Yeah, I've ridden cruisers are so weird. I've ridden a couple. I test rode Suzuki's Boulevard, the biggest one they had. Now it's like it just felt so weird.
Yeah, it's some forward controls.
Yeah, I felt super unsafe in the turn because
Yeah,
I felt like I was gonna scrape every time.
it's weird because you got to rely on that seat to hold you to keep you from sliding around.
You
Sport bikes.
should buy a Grom. Dude, that would be hilarious. I don't even think it would move.
Oh, bruh, Seb's got a picture of Chris sitting on a Grom while we were up there. I don't know if he posted it to his Instagram or not.
That had to be hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look now because yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Buy a Ruckus. Get a pocket bike.
Bro, did he not post that to his? Wait, maybe I took that picture. Did I take that picture?
Yeah, the Z900 is a 4-header into one. Just looks so fucking dope. I love the look of that bike. Before I bought the Triumph, I was trying to find a specific Z1000.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find it anywhere, and that's when I ended up with the Triumph. That I don't know.
An M109. I don't know what an M109 is.
And look which bike it is.
Oh, M109 is a really big gun used by the military.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came up. Oh, the Boulevard is the 109. That is it. It's a Suzuki Boulevard M109. That's the big ass one that I rode.
Yeah, those are nice. Those were on my list of bikes.
Yeah, it's a nice bike. It felt weird because it's fucking giant between my legs.
Yep. But I think you can get mid controls for a Boulevard. I don't think you're stuck with the forward controls. Or at least ones that aren't as far forward.
1,783 cc's.
Yeah.
It was pretty comfy, man. The actual ride itself was really smooth. 707 pounds. Yeah, it was a heavy ass bike.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel that bad. It did feel like if I dropped it, I wasn't picking it back up though.
Nice thing about those is you can slap some big ass bags on them.
Yep. That's one of the other reasons I really like the Z900 is it looks like you'd be able to get some good bags for it.
Yeah.
For a long trip. Or the bags that I have would fit it better. The bags that I have, they were such a fucking hassle on my bike because it's not designed for bags. So like they'd touch in the middle and look like a V.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my problem is my rear seat's so small. Every time I put the tail bag on, I can't scoot all the way back in my seat.
Yeah, I had so much luggage with me, but I was throwing shit away. So I bought like new undershirts, new socks, new underwear, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then every night I would just toss it.
Oh yeah.
So that it would bring down the amount of luggage I had in the end. I didn't want to have to repack it. And we all did that. So I'm sure when the hotel lady would come in, she'd fucking find a trash can full of underwear, socks, and undershirts.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, boulevards are nice, but I think Chris, John's dad is looking at a boulevard right now.
You want to? I was gonna say if he wants to jump in here, I'll send him a link. I don't know if you want to jump in and hang out. Let's see.
Oh yeah, they did, Chris. They got Kawasaki's got a Vulcan.
The Vulcan, yeah. Hey, put your email address down there. I'll send you a link so you can jump in here. It's probably easier to talk than typing. You want to jump in?
He might be at work.
Oh.
Although the Vulcan's not as big as the
Boulevard.
The Boulevard, but man, they look sexy. The new ones do.
I'm not gonna lie. Did you see the new Rebels?
I have not.
Look up the new Honda Rebels. They look fucking nice. Like they actually look pretty dope.
Oh yeah. It looks like they're using the frame from a Bolt.
The Bolt is a nice fucking bike too.
Yeah. I got a friend that's got a Bolt. He's had problems with it. But it could be because he wheelies it everywhere, and those bikes aren't really designed for doing that.
Oh, I like that they made a 500 Rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look clean.
The Rebels aren't bad-looking bikes either. Again, they're kind of hipsterish, but
I think they're trying to lose that whole like. The old Rebels were just fuck. They were ugly, man.
And they're tiny.
Those are the bikes you used for your class when you go to take your class. They'd have the fucking Rebel 250s.
Yep. I don't know. Chris might have a hard time on one of those Rebels.
Oh no, he's not riding a Rebel.
It would look like a Grom to him.
The Bolt, except for the bigger cleaner at the knee. Yeah, see, you come in, you're gonna run into a whole bunch of problems that most people don't run into, just because you're so fucking tall.
Yeah.
Time for a trike.
Well, that's the thing for him, man. I mean, when you're built that big, how do you find a bike that fits you? I mean, he even makes the biggest Harleys look small. So I mean that's rough. What he needs is one of those big ass Victories.
You probably find those on sale pretty cheap now.
Yeah, the problem is finding parts for them.
I think they have to support it for 5 years. Indian does.
Who is Hollow and Captain Bagger are both. Well, Hollow still is. Captain Bagger was having a hard as shit time finding parts for them, and they were costing a fortune.
Yeah, that's true. The prices are probably not going to be fun.
I mean, you can pick the bikes up dirt cheap, but if you got to buy parts for it, that shit's going to get expensive quick.
A Buell and he's 6. Damn. I'd like to own a Buell just to say I have a Buell.
It's a third bike in the garage.
Yeah. Was it the 1200? What's the last one they came out with? The XB12. I think that's what it is. No, that's not it.
It's like hang that shit on the wall in your living room. You're like, yeah, my Buell.
Yep, that's my Buell. American sports bike. XB. Is it 12? I don't know.
Message Sam and see if that dude has that picture of Chris on the ground.
You see, what's his name died? The Dunlop, whatever. What's it?
What, another rider died? A racer guy?
Yeah. William Dunlop crashed. and died.
At one of the road races.
Mm-hmm. In Ireland or something like that. It was pretty, I saw the crash. It was pretty fucking gnarly. Let me see if we can find it.
Damn, he was only 32 too.
The crash was fucking.
Dude, those road races are rough, man. I don't know how anybody does that shit.
I don't know where it's at. I saw someone. They probably took it down from YouTube already, but
Oh, God,
he
during
came.
practice.
Huh? Yeah, during practice, he came around this turn. He must have been doing like 160, and when he came around the turn, he came too far right, and I think he hit the dirt, and he just fucking lost it. And you just see him, poof, the bike just go flying. I was like, "Fuck!"
That's insane. There's a video out there of somebody crashing at Isle of Man. Didn't quite make the turn, ran smack into the side of a building at 150, 160 miles an hour. You saw him just stop. It was like, oh man, that dude's dead. So dead.
Oh, here it is. There's the crash.
Yeah, I was about to say, those dudes, the Dunlops have been dying at
The TT.
on road races forever.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, dude. That's a lot of dirt he kicked up.
Yeah, he probably died pretty quick, at least.
Yeah. One can hope.
Yeah, it's he was going fast. But well, I think I'm gonna end it, man. Try to edit a video so I have something to put out on Monday at least. I'm trying to at least do one a week. That's my just get back on that one a week. I have some videos to edit, but some of them are the ones where you're like, fuck, I got so much footage I got to go through.
Yeah, scrubbing through that footage is rough. This one of that dude hit the wall at Isle of Man.
Which one?
I'll post it in the internal chat because I apparently can't post in the outside chat.
Let's see. Da-da-da. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude, there's no coming back from that shit, man. You're just...
Oh, you can see he was trying to stop, too.
Yeah. I mean, you can't stop when your bike's in the air.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Yeah, towards the end, they slow it down in slow motion. Oh, well.
Damn, that's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That must have been like an instant.
Yeah.
And the way he was grabbing those brakes, man, you know, he knew that was it.
Yep.
Oof, that's rough.
Didn't even put that in that wall, though.
No, that's a sturdy fucking wall. Gotta give it to the fucking builders.
Yep.
It's fucked up. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, side chat. See you guys later.
Peace.
Ghost. Peace out, dude.